Welcome to another DragonLance Saga gaming episode. It is session 15 of our Dungeons & Dragons 2024 Tyranny of Dragons actual play. It is Baraka Dark Ember the 15th. My name is Adam. I'd like to take a moment and thank all of the DL Saga YouTube members and my Patreon patrons and invite you to consider becoming a member or patron. You can even grab Dragonlance Media using my affiliate links, and all links are in the description below. Now, every one of these Dragonlance gaming episodes also serve as fundraisers for nonprofits supporting our active duty service members and veterans. All donations go directly to those organizations. So if you care, we appreciate the donation, and if not, that's okay. Enjoy the show anyway. All right. Last time on Tyranny of Dragons, the heroes quickly move in to save Tinius Rethrum, the noble they ran over after he beat his horse. His guards, Yulon Cax and a knight, and Xeris Kelson, a mage, came out to see the heroes over his body. They tried to put the horse out of its misery, but the heroes brought it back and returned to camp. Since Lehi abandoned her bodyguard post with Edhellery Lewell, she was fired. The deceased Akrenny Uleton wagon, led by his wagon driver, fired the guards assigned to it since they just wandered off, abandoning their post. Wagon master Acker Galestrom demanded that Kithris stay with his wagon rather than keep running off with his former murder suspect companions. He refuses to entertain the idea of hiring any of them as they are untrustworthy, if not complicit, in the death of their former wagon master Akrenny. Their collective reputation with the caravan is at an all-time low, and with no other options available, they follow along the caravan continuing toward its destination. Garrick leverages his hunting to ingratiate himself with Acker and, while out hunting, spots two creatures tracking the caravan from high in the sky. The heroes saw one wagon's collateral crash into the ground, who hurriedly cleaned it up, but it was clear that they were hiding something. The heroes planned to investigate further, but abandoned the notion after hearing about hobgoblins pinning a wagon down on the road ahead. They investigated and eliminated the wagon threat, bringing one of its guards to the caravan to buy a horse, and healing their noble wagon master. As they continued down the road, ettercaps and giant spiders attacked and ran away with one of the wagon's horses. The heroes went in pursuit and discovered their lair. After a lengthy battle, they saved the horse and returned it to the wagon master. Their reputation has improved incredibly with these acts of support and protection of the caravan. Then the two Perytons attacked, trying to kill a mother and child. The heroes fought them off, killing them, and that is where we pick up today's session. The mother runs over with the child in her arms, sort of feet dangling and whipping around on the ground, runs right up to... Oh my gosh, all of the names are mixed up again. How did this happen? I have Chris as Elowyn. And Elowyn.
He asked this question like any of us have power over this at all.
I mean, we could all just set up our cameras.
This is...
You told us we can't fight. We're going to fight the cameras.
We're going to fight the cameras.
We just have a special talent for putting things where they're not supposed to be.
Oh, boy.
That's true.
Oh,
not going deeper into that.
All right, let's just keep it right here. And that's good. All right, so the mother runs up to Gunnar, just very, very thankful, gives you sort of a one-armed hug. You can see she's like freaked out as these massive bird corpse, well, one bird corpse and one sort of exploded feathers and beak and horns laying on the ground from Lehi's last move on destroying it. But she is incredibly grateful, and she's just sort of holding on to you with one arm, and the little child sort of takes off of her wrist this little bracelet, and she sort of like points it up towards you, Gunnar, like, "Here, thank you so much, mister. We really appreciate it." And the mother's like, "You really saved our lives. You're not so bad as everyone has been saying. Thank you so very much." You're muted. Did you say something?
I'm on mute. Gosh. Okay.
So we thought you were just like the strong silent type is what I
know.
Oh, Gunnar.
Did they hear me? So now I take a knee and I take it from her. And then would it be able to fit my wrist, or is it just too small?
It is a little bit small for your wrist.
Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and I thank her for it, and then maybe I kind of fasten it around like a ring on my finger.
Okay. Yeah,
I
you
say,
can just sort of twist it 2 or 3 times and have it fit on your finger as a nice little ring. And you see that she sort of smiles at it and looks up at the mom. And the mom looks down, like nods her head in approval, like, yeah, you did a good thing. And then she sort of picks her daughter back up and looks around and just starts walking back into the main encampment area. And you guys are just sort of out of the way of the main camp in the early morning as the sun is sort of peeking over the horizon, lighting up the entire area. And you just see this massive feathers and claws and horns everywhere.
do we just head towards the rest of them are at and see if we can keep moving forward?
Kithris is going to gather up all of his javelins and stuff, and he'll grab Gunnar's while he's at it and hand him back. No, this one's definitely mine. It's the prettier one. And he'll gather up everybody's javelins and get them back in.
Nice. Okay.
Mom, what's
Are
this
these,
weird bird thing? It's not even a bird. Look at those horns.
Are they edible?
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, it's at the very least, it's meat.
That's what I was thinking.
It's meat.
Are they edible? I'll go over and start prepping them.
We're gonna dress these bad boys.
Mhm.
Take them for dinner.
So one of them was exploded. So there is one Periton. They're not known to be like consumable. You know, it's sort of like wildcat or like bobcats or something. They're just you don't know. You know, you really shouldn't be eating them. They're just not really the consumable type of animals. They could be carrying diseases and stuff like that.
Well, we can't eat these
Nothing a
ones.
little bit of flames can't fix.
That's not true.
Or a lesser restoration.
Yeah, can we do cure disease on some dead flesh? Does anyone have that?
No,
Kithris will kind of nod at his mom and then kind of cow back to the wagon train he's supposed to be with because he doesn't want to get yelled at again.
Have fun with your
All right,
friends,
guys,
darling.
Good combat. It was fun. I
You
gotta
like turned
go.
into Betty Davis. Have fun
I
with your
did.
friends, darling.
Have fun with your friends. I hope you have a good time.
Nice.
There's more than one person inside that head. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
This one or hers? Because both are true.
Yes.
So as you're slowly sort of shrinking back, you sort of see a dwarf come up and he puts his hand up as if to do a high five to you. He's like, "You did really good."
Thanks,
As-
bud. And I'll high five him back.
He's like, "Those are big birds, man." He sort of passes you, goes up to Gunnar, like sort of, he's a little higher than eye level to where your hand is hanging. He's like, "Hey, I'll give you 2 silver for that bracelet you're using as a ring. It'd fit me better."
No, I like it. I'm gonna keep it.
Like, "I'll give you 2 silver and a copper."
No, it was a gift. So
No, I understand, but it could be a gift to me. I mean, it really would fit me better, and it looks really nice. I mean, if you
Why
ever
you want
consider
this
parting
jewelry?
with it.
yeah,
Are we there?
Yeah.
I'll be sure to let you know. But thank you.
All right. I mean, it doesn't really fit your style, you know? I mean, I feel like it would fit my style a little bit more. And he sort of like, like puts his hands out so you can sort of look at him. He does like a spin. He's sort of flamboyantly dressed. His beard is well manicured and braided. He's got sort of feathers going through it. Some of them look kind of small, like maybe like chicken feathers or something. His clothes are very brightly colored, clearly, you know, heavily dyed and cleaned. He clearly takes care of himself. And he's just like, "Well, if, you know, you ever want to, you know, add to my beautiful ensemble, you know, perhaps you would consider that silver and copper. I would be happy to pay it at any time."
Can I do a pocket search to see if I can find some jewelry for him? Or I'm just going to hand him whatever I find. Unless it's good, then I'm going to keep it.
You don't want to pickpocket him.
I don't
No,
want to pickpocket him. I'm going to pocket search my own pockets. There's
Yeah,
a
it's
table.
Pocket grab, yeah. So let me see. It's a D100.
Yeah.
And it's always useful stuff.
100%.
It's
get
always a
more
map,
marble.
actually. It's most of the time
The
it's been a
maps
map.
are
So this
marbles
time
have
it's a
been marbled.
whistle. You like pull out a whistle from your pocket.
And then I go, here you go.
Like, "Oh, thank you, Kender." Sort of,
Yeah.
a whistle. He tucks it behind his ear a little bit. pulls out his pipe and starts packing it, just sort of staring at you guys. So what are you guys doing?
Do you want to come with us?
I don't know. Where are you going?
I don't know.
Crazy.
We're going with the people who are leaving, actually. So you got to come quickly. All the
Oh yeah,
caravan?
I'm with the caravan too. Yeah, I'll walk with you. It'll be good. Good for our health. He looks over at
Let's
Elowyn.
go.
What's up?
Not much.
where
How are you?
Where are you from? Us dwarves need to stick together. I'm just kind of curious. Maybe we're related.
It's been so long since we started. No one remembers their backstory.
Nice.
I have to go through my emails to remember that.
Oh my gosh.
Where am I from?
So you're
Niedar?
actually a Niedar dwarf. So you're a hill
Niedar.
dwarf living on the upper side of the Garnet Mountains. But you've been in Palanthas studying, this sort of clergy for the majority of your life. So you might just consider yourself being from Palanthas as well. So it's kind of up to you.
Okay. Well, I would just let him know both what you just said. I grew up in this area, and then, but I've spent more time in Palanthas, so I feel more of a connection there.
Nice. Okay.
What about you?
No, I'm from the southern Vingard Mountains, just this mountain range right here to the east of us. And yeah, we're not related at all. I was just wondering, you never know with dwarves. We're all alike.
Yeah.
All the tall
Yeah.
people think we all look alike and sound alike and talk alike. And it's like they can't
Ain't that the
differentiate
truth?
features and beards and flamboyant dress like mine.
So true.
He sort of walks over, as you guys are walking, he walks over to someone's campfire, gets a little stick and starts his pipe up and starts smoking it. He looks over at the Kender. It's weird. Usually Kender are taking things from people. They're not giving them stuff. I've never received gifts from Kender before. Are you like one of those afflicted Kender? You're like giving your possessions away because you don't think you're going to live long? Or what's the story there?
Just trying to be nice, bro. Just trying to be a nice lady.
Well, I appreciate it. That's very kind of you.
Trying to be a good example for my son, who you saw shrinking away. I think how he describes it sometimes.
I didn't see any other Kender around here. I don't know what you mean.
No, the tall one.
You mean the Draconian?
Dragon
Yes, with
Yeah.
the majestic scales.
with the. Oh yeah, he's growing in his scales.
Ithers just starts shouting from the opposite side of the caravan.
Right.
With the majestic
With the majestic scales.
Weird. He's like, I guess it takes all sorts to live, right? Like it takes a village to raise a child, even
That's
massive
my son.
Draconians.
He calls me mom,
That's very interesting.
and then I walk away over to
He's
like
like,
a
wait a
friend
second. I
and
was wondering if
leave
maybe
him-
he like sort
No,
of
I just leave
jogs-
him to like. Oh, what? You wanted
he, like,
more things?
jogs to catch up to you. He's like, yeah, actually, I would love that bracelet. I don't know if you could maybe bend the ear of your friend there, or maybe do a little bit of your
Why?
Kender
Why do you
stuff.
want it so bad? It's so
I
weird
think
that
it would
you
go
want it
really
so
nice with
bad.
my outfit. I mean, look at some of the colors that are sort of wrapped around it. I think like my sash.
Insight check.
Do I notice him talking to?
Yeah, he was
That could-
walking with you guys, just talking with you. So you
No, but I
Elowyn is
can-
very
14.
suspicious.
I can hear him.
Insight
now.
check 14.
Yeah.
I'm looking inside his eyes, and I'm getting a 14 amount of information from those baby blues.
He would love the bracelet. That's really what it comes down to.
Dang it.
In that little
Mm.
bracelet that she gave to me.
Yeah.
What
I
makes
think
it
there's
so
more
special?
to it.
Yeah, I
Be the
get the
bracelet.
bad vibes about this.
I'm gonna put my hand behind my back so that he doesn't see it. I'm gonna use prestidigitation to create for minor creation, which allows me to create a non-magical trinket or a illusion image that you could fit in your hand that lasts until the end of your next turn. which is going to look very identical to the one around Gunnar's finger, and hand it to him.
Thanks. I didn't know you had 2 of them. This is fantastic. All right. Well, anyway, Kender, we didn't exchange names. My name's Francis. What's yours?
Weird. My name is also Francis. That's so cool.
Huh. All right. Well, thanks for the whistle and thanks for the bracelet. And he starts to walk away and it sort of poofs away. He's like,
Bye, Francis.
that's a dirty trick. I don't know why you guys are being so rude. I just asked if I could pay fair money for an object
Well,
that
the
isn't
owner
even really
said
yours.
no. It's weird to go behind his back, even though no is a full sentence. So why don't you
know what you
skedaddle,
are, Kender?
Francis?
Do you have any idea what you
know
are?
who I
You're
am,
a thief.
Beyonce?
This isn't
Your
probably
mom
even
is
your
a
whistle. This is
and
probably
I'm your
someone else's
father.
whistle. He like blows it really loud. Yeah, I see how you guys are. All right, I was trying to be polite. I was trying to be cordial and folksy because all we
You're
have
trying to
is
go
each
through the
other on this
back door.
caravan. And all you people, every single one of you, and he points at Elowyn, even you should be ashamed of yourself. And he turns on and he walks away.
What
As
did I
he's
do?
As he's walking away, I'm going to create a. Wait, which one was it?
I also want to do something. So let me know. Is yours going to damage it? Because you go first if yours is going to damage him.
No, it's not going to damage. It's just a sensory effect. It's prestidigitation as well. I was just going to create a foul odor in front of his nose while walking away.
Yeah, he just shakes his hand and walks past it.
I'm going to
Everything
cast Charm
pretty much
Person.
smells in these worlds, you know? You're going to try to charm him?
Yeah.
Why?
I want to know what he's all about.
Wow, you guys are really suspicious.
All right. It's a he has to make
You're
a
the
Wisdom
best at making
13 saving
friends. I
check.
don't know what you're talking about.
He
This is
doesn't.
not Friends and Dragons.
So I walk up to the dwarf and
It's- It's Dungeons and Dragons, not Friends and Dragons.
I
So
ask him, what is so important to you? A little girl's trinket.
you're a
Let's give it
grown
to-
man. You're not a little girl.
No. Who gave it to me?
Oh, I don't care about her. It's
Okay.
about my outfit. Don't you see how it would match? Look at me. Like it would be perfect.
Oh.
He's like, but and
Press-
so Lehigh, you cast charm on him.
What?
So
Oh yeah. Did it work?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Tell us why you want this bracelet so bad, and be honest. Don't lie.
You are the most suspicious people I have ever met in my entire life. I've been honest with you the whole time.
Give me your coolest trinket.
No, I'm not going to give you something of mine. I'll give you your stupid
Yeah, this
whistle
guy
back, and he
sucks.
throws it on the ground. Pick it up,
Oh,
dog.
so that was your coolest trinket, loser. Boros, you should prestidigitate some poop on his outfit.
So everyone's standing around watching you guys like literally berate this guy, and they're just like, "What is wrong with all of you?" And there's a little crowd
He's
starting to
being-
gather.
He's being really weird. Okay,
He's
people.
like, "Because
I'm gonna get
people
defensive
barter
if people
all
are
the
really
time.
weird.
Why is this weird?"
Because he said no, and then you're just like, I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna be on it. People say no, you move on. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
All right, well, goodbye. Are you even working this caravan? I don't even think any of you work here. And everyone's like, they don't work for me. No, they don't work for me. I think it's about time you guys left this caravan. You're doing nothing but causing problems. And you see the mother sort of like walk up. No, they saved my life up there with those 2 massive creatures. And the little girl's like, yeah, they're not bad people. I'm like, well, they're certainly acting bad to me. Like, I didn't do anything. And he sort of turns and he walks away. And everyone else just sort of like disperses slowly. Like, this is really awkward.
Yeah, I blame Chris's.
Okay, so what do you guys do? The caravan is clearly likes you. It's just you guys are acting very strangely. Like,
He was acting
why are you
strange.
asking questions? Why do you want things? What's wrong with you? I'm going to cast spells and trick you for no reason. I'm going to make fun of you for no reason. You guys are acting crazy. Like, you don't see that?
No means no.
All right.
Yeah, Adam, you can't introduce NPCs to us. You know what happens.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Is there a river, some sort of water nearby that Elowyn can go like collect some water and help distribute to people? Maybe kind of just
you
a
have any
little
buckets?
action that. Oh, I don't think so. Just trying to think of something she can do to kind of get in good graces again, but something that doesn't require too much.
We currently actively walking away,
Yeah.
like with the caravan.
What do you mean? Is
So
the caravan walking away or are you walking away?
Like all of us walking with the caravan and the caravan's walking in a direction, or are we all stationary parked up for the night?
This was actually early morning, and so everyone's sort of doing their breakfast and morning rituals before the caravan takes off. Yeah. So, I mean, the caravan will start moving here probably in a couple hours once people have been fed. Elowyn, if you want, you can walk over and ask people if you can, get some water for them. And, if they have buckets, they can give them to you and you can go off and do that.
Yeah. No, it's just she'll go around, see if there's little ways that she can be of help.
Yeah.
Try to.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
While that's happening, I'm going to create breakfast for this group.
Okay. How are you making the breakfast? Do you have like a cooking set on you?
I do.
Okay. So you start a fire and you're starting to put the food together and stuff. Kithris, as you get back, I got to find the names again to make sure I've got it in my head. Acker sort of walks up to you. He's like, hey, you've been hanging out with that, the guy who brings us some meat from time to time. What is his name? Garrick or something like that?
Garrick?
Yeah. You know him, right?
Yeah.
Look.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's been wonderful. I wonder if you could just take this little bag, and it's like a half-pound bag of like barley. He's like, just as like a gift offering. He's been giving us food for the past couple nights, and it's very nice of him. And I was just, wanting to return the favor is all. And I feel like I don't feel comfortable just giving him coin. So maybe if you could just give this to him as a gift.
Yeah. You want me to do that now?
Yeah, but I'm going to need you on guard duty. We're going to be taking off here in about an hour. So as soon as you're done, bring it right back. Or you come back.
Okay. And he'll take the grain and wanting to maximize his time with his friends. He's going to hurry over and like try to take a few minutes.
So the camp itself is pretty bustling and it's alive. People, there's smells of like fresh brewed coffee and porridge, and someone's cooking some sort of like salted meats, like bacon or something like that. And like all the smells, all the activity, everyone seems to be in pretty decent spirits. And as you walk by, people are sort of like waving at you, being pretty friendly. Other people sort of look at you and look away, a little bit of biases about, previous Draconians they may have seen or heard about. But anyway, no one's aggressive to you as you're walking through the encampment, going back to your friends who are sort of at the far end compared to where your particular wagon was. And then, you sort of make it back to
him. He'll try to find Garrick first. Garrick! Acker said me to bring you this, and he'll hand over the bag of barley.
Oh, thanks.
Says thanks for all the meat and stuff.
Oh, that's great. Cheers. That'll be good. I'll tell him I'll try and grab him some meat later on. While we're moving, I'll range out and have a look for some.
Okay, I'll tell him.
Before we head off, here, take some food.
Oh,
as I hand you a plate.
Yeah, and I'll start eating, and I'll pull out of my bag. I have a just looks like a little like canteen or bottle, and I'll start passing it around. And if anybody that drinks from it actually just has warm, delicious coffee in it that seems to never end.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
I would
Although if you do
definitely-
try to pour it out, apparently nothing happens. But
I will take a swig.
All right. Well, morning wraps up. Is there anything that you guys wanted to do other than that?
pretty
Kithris
good.
will probably take a few minutes with Lehigh, but that would be about it.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh no, they've got me doing guard duty stuff. It's so boring. Like, what am I guarding? Nothing happens. Like, there's these whatever the birds with the, but most of the time I do nothing.
Yeah, well, you got to be the best at doing nothing so that when something does happen,
Well,
you're
I'm not a
ready for
gunner.
it.
I can't be the best at doing nothing. You guys already have that.
Well, then you should
been a
maybe
minute
bring
since
a,
I've taken
a
a dig
book
at you,
to
Chris.
read or like a coloring book.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I could color. I think they'd get mad. They're like, no, you're supposed to guard stuff. But I don't know. I'll do my best.
Yeah. Well,
Are you guys
Is
okay back
it-
here with like no wagon thing anymore?
it's fine. It's the usual, you know. You know how people are.
Nobody said a mean thing to me today. I walked all the way over here and like no one was mean. It was really weird.
That's awesome. I'm really happy that you got to experience
I didn't even
that.
have my hood on.
Whoa, that's so cool. I'm really
So it's
proud of
just-
you.
Yeah. It's just kind of this for a few minutes, just kind of catching up. So
Okay. All right. So as you
And
go
then,
back, people are sort of putting their stuff back on their wagons, putting their fires out, dumping water on it and stuff. Just sort of
yeah,
getting
I would
on their
just
way.
hurry back. I don't want to get yelled at by Acker again.
So as you get back, you see Crag standing there. He's like, "Took you long enough. What are you doing over there with those people?"
If you went over to do something and people are like, "Are you hungry? Do you want food? Aren't you gonna like eat?"
No, you have a duty. Your duty is here with us.
I came back. It just took a minute. I'm sorry.
Look, if we're going to be working together and really taking this whole caravan over, you've got to be a little bit more responsive here.
Okay.
We need to show, he sort of looks around, that our kind can step up when it needs to step up. And I don't think that human Acker, the wagon master, I don't think he has the goods. I think we can do a better job. What if an accident were to happen? You know, like the one that happened to the lead wagon master that your friends were working on. Do you think you could talk to your friends about making an accident happen?
I mean, I could, but they look what happened the last time. It shut everything down, and then, I mean, if there's any way that it got traced back to us, it's gonna be bad.
Well, that's the glory of it, see? They would be blamed, not us.
Yeah, I'll think about that. I'll have to. Yeah.
Look, if
Chris-
we're going to
Chris-
step up, we need to be thinking about moves like this. Moves that can't lead back to us, but we can let people who are already under suspicion take the fall. That's how we climb the ladder, as it were. You should be thinking of this. You're the Aurak.
Well, but these things have to be done properly to make sure that there's no way it can be traced back to us.
Right.
So I'll have to plan it out.
Okay, well, think about it on guard duty, and then let's talk about it on our first break.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right, there's something different about you. Your whole face looks a little human. What is that?
Like some kid stole my mask.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. All right, so he's part of your guard duty today. Like you two are just on duty
Okay.
together. And so you just sort of walk around, make sure everything is taken care of. If anyone gets too close, Crag takes the opportunity to sort of like scare little kids and make them run away so they stay away from the wagon and stuff. He's like, "Hey, do you know how many other cultist wagons there are here?"
No, I thought you did. Like you were
I
my
did too. I thought I knew, but I didn't know the one that broke back there was part of our group, and one of the other guys in the back of the truck said it was. So apparently there's a lot more wagons here with this cult group than I was even aware of, which means there's like circles of information. We need to get on the inside of that circle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, but maybe we need to do that before we take care of Acker, because if it's not just Acker and there's a bunch of other wagons here that are with the cult, wouldn't they just put somebody else in charge? Like, why would they pick us?
They
If
should.
there's other ones, we need to figure out who's in charge of all of them.
You're a natural born leader. You should be finding this stuff out.
I will work on that when we're not on guard duty. Like he's
Alright.
Kithers like understands the concept, but he's like just trying to figure out. He's like, yeah, every time I walk away from the wagon, I get yelled at. So how do I figure out who's in charge of what? So he's
Right.
like, he's trying to process it. He's still, I mean, he's really only a kid. He's like, I think we said he was only like, 18, 19. He's still pretty young and hasn't done much with
Yeah.
his own kind. So it's all new.
Okay. So the early morning goes pretty well. The afternoon is, are you guys just sort of wandering along the side of the caravan, the rest of you?
Well, I think Garrick was going to go off and range out a bit, try and do a bit of hunting, but keep an eye on sort of the outskirts of the caravan, see what's around really.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
Nice. 24.
Nice. Okay. You're gone most of the afternoon.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, hit the wrong one. Oh, not so good. 7 for a
Alright.
survival, so no.
So you're gone for most of the afternoon, and it really just doesn't seem like much of anything is in this area. It was either scared off by someone that preceded you guys, or there's something else going on in the area that you're not aware of. But by the time the wagon stops for its afternoon break and people are sort of watering and feeding the horses and taking care of the wagons and maintenance and stuff, you come back and it's just, empty-handed and pretty quiet.
Yeah. Well, head back over to the group.
Okay. So Gunnar, Francis approaches you again. He's like, look, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot here, and I just wanted to apologize. Maybe I was out of line for offering money for an item, like business operates. Maybe that was my fault and not yours at all. And so I just wanted to apologize. And, maybe I was being a little bit cheap. Maybe a silver and 5 copper would be a little more to your liking. What do you say?
No. Since I told you I would come to you if I
All right.
wanted to. So
Well, you can't blame a guy for trying, It would look great with mustache. All right. Well, anyway, see ya. He sort of walks away. Goes
Alright.
back to his wagon. He's like 5th in line down at the end. All right. So the rest of the afternoon, people bring out their hardtack and they're sort of munching on their lunch and stuff. And then the wagons start to go again. As evening starts to come on, the skies are getting darker. The wind is starting to pick up and it's starting to sort of just like drip. The clouds are coming in and it's just the weather it's not quite raining. It's just a little bit, damp everywhere. And it looks like there's storm clouds on the horizon up north where you're sort of heading in the direction of, but it hasn't actually, or you haven't entered it, or it hasn't come down to you as of yet. But rain is in the mail and it is coming. So as it's sort of like spitting around, people are, enjoying themselves as best they can. They're putting up canvas canopies or they're trying to hide partially underneath the wagons in order to stay a little bit warm and dry with their little fires and stuff. You hear screaming coming from the other side of the caravan as one of the wagon canvases is actually caught on fire. And people are running around sort of freaking out, looking for some sort of river or something, calling for water.
Okay.
Elowyn will try to help. Is there water nearby?
Okay. Some of the wagons actually have barrels of water, but you don't see any streams or anything, just the slow dripping from the sky, really. And whatever you
Quick
guys have on
question.
you.
How big, as of right now, how big is the fire, like equivalency?
I mean, I'm not sure how to answer that. The canvas caught on fire, and so, it's sort of burning away part of the canvas right now. It hasn't
So
caught
you
onto the
say,
wagon itself yet.
so it's about like a small campfire size?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to use prestidigitation, fireplay, which I could instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire,
Okay.
and snuff out the fire.
So as you go over and you cast the spell, people are sort of like stunned, and then the fire just sort of and goes out. A little bit of smoke trails are all that's left. And the owner of the wagon just sort of looks over you. He walks up, just puts his hand out to shake yours.
I'll take his hand and shake it.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it. I don't know how that even happened. I was just sitting here and tending to my tiny little fire, and you can see that it is a very small contained fire. And then all of a sudden, my canvas behind me just went up, and it really scared my wife and daughter over here. Sorry about that, but I really do appreciate the help. And everyone else is just sort of like, clapping that was in the little area. Some other people are just sort of leaning over like, what was the big fuss? Because you sort of put it out before it became a thing. And life just sort of goes on that way, where little incidents happen throughout the course of the evening where it requires someone's attention, whether it's maintenance that needs to be done and they're sort of canvassing for people to help, or whether it's a small little fire that goes out of the way, or if they need someone to try to find, like, rustle up some food or some water or something for some hungry people. There's other caravan members that are going around sort of canvassing. Some people approach you guys at some different times, say, hey, we're sort of doing a collection. Any small bits of like trail rations you might have that you could spare. We've got some, other people along here that are sort of, don't really have anything at the moment. If you're willing to pitch in, we'd really appreciate it.
If you have anyone who could catch some food, I could cook it up for you.
Like, well, that is the problem. We haven't been able to find any game for the past day.
Yeah, he's right. There's nothing out here.
But yeah, if you guys end up having anything, we would really appreciate it. Share and
Well,
share
we've got
alike until
some
we get to
barley.
the end. What's that?
We've got some barley, so
Oh, that would be amazing. Do you think you could spare with some of it? Maybe we could do some porridge or something.
is there enough that we can really spare? We'll spare some for him.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you.
There you go.
I have a bag of peanuts they can have. And I handed it.
What's a peanut? Oh, this is amazing. Look at this. Like, thank you so much. That is very kind of you. What was
You're
your two
welcome.
names?
My name?
I'm Garrick.
Yeah. Thank you, Garrick. And they're looking at you.
Lehigh.
Oh, and thank you, Lehigh. We really appreciate it, both of you. He sort of goes off and he's like asking other people as he's heading on back to the other, the back of the wagon train. There is a lot of these wagons that are sort of staying to themselves. They're not as friendly and outgoing as some of the other people are. And of course, the families that are sort of attaching themselves to this wagon train that's heading north, they're pretty much sticking to themselves, but at times, they're willing to help and share food and their fire if someone's in need and stuff. But really, it's kind of, it seems like the wagon masters are all sort of sticking to themselves, whereas all the other people around are helping each other out and stuff. So it's going pretty quietly. The night comes on. Let's see what the moons are looking at. Like,
while you're doing that, with that being said, you said that wagon masters are kind of congregating. Is Kithris able to kind of keep an eye on where Acker heads off to? Like, is he yeah, he thinks that Crag made a good point of like trying to figure out who else is here and those kind of things. So, am I able to kind of see Acker and figure out who he's talking to? Is there someone else he's getting direction from?
Give me an or a perception check, please.
Well, that was almost a 1. 14.
Yeah, as you're doing your best to watch, but he wanders off down the wagon line, and you're not sure where he goes or who he talks to when he's not in your direct line of sight.
Okay. When he comes back, I would, if he passes by, I may try to speak to him, but if he doesn't, then
Okay. Yeah, when you're on
Um,
guard duty, he doesn't stop by at all.
Elowyn is proficient in insight. Can I roll to see if she, I'm not sure how to word it. She is feeling suspicious about, you said that there's all these things that are happening. She's wondering if maybe somebody is trying to distract.
So insight, that's more of like if you're engaging with someone and you're going to get insight into their actions as individuals or something. Give me a roll and we'll see what you can figure it out.
Okay.
Maybe more investigation.
Yeah, I was thinking that after. Okay.
So,
Oh,
yeah, I
23.
mean, as far as insight goes, something seems suspicious that this would happen this many weeks in. You know, I mean, if there's going to be an accident like that, usually it would happen at the very beginning because people are new to this. But, you know, chaotic things do occur. I mean, stuff does happen for random reasons, and, you know, not everything has logical reason behind it or a motive, but it does look suspicious to you.
She's gonna just, as she is interacting with her teammates or her group or whatever throughout the night, she's gonna just kind of share her suspicions and ask them if maybe they want to kind of keep an eye on things too and get their input if they think there's anything suspicious, or is she
Talk to 'em.
just being paranoid?
Talk to each other.
I do
well,
agree with
yeah.
it is a little weird that all this is happening so late. Especially with the more obvious one of the canvas catching fire.
Yeah.
It was small and would not catch the canvas on fire, so I personally believe someone might have done that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was just being paranoid, but something just feels off.
Do we know if the caravan
nine.
was linked to the others? So do we know if it's one of the cult caravans or it's a different person's?
No one knows
They
at
might
this
be
point.
trying to thin the herd. Or
At
just
this point,
steal more.
the only cult caravan that I believe that I'm tracking on is the one that Kithris is with. Other than that, I have no clue what else.
Just keep an eye out.
Maybe we double up on watch when we
Good
go
idea.
to sleep. One person can check out what's going on around us and the other one check out what's going on in the camp.
It's a good idea.
That would definitely work.
Okay. So how are you guys doing watch tonight?
That sounds like
So,
we're doubling up.
So 2 people per watch, so three watches a night, so that would be. So is it late in the year or early in the year?
You're sort of approaching fall.
So the nights would be a little bit longer, so that's roughly 9-10 hours nightfall. So,
You're looking
3
way
to
too
4.
deep into this. Doing 3 watches would be fine, and just breaking it up between 3 groups.
3 watches with 3 to 4 hours each watch.
I'll take first watch.
Who's in
I'll
first
also
watch
take
with her?
first. I'll take first watch so that I could provide.
Remember, you only have 5 people. You don't have 6 people with you.
Yeah.
So is someone taking
Oh,
2
yeah.
watches, or?
I'll take 2 watches so that I could cook breakfast in the morning.
Okay. All right. So first watch comes and goes. No problems occur. Second watch comes and goes. Nothing happens. Third watch comes and goes, and morning comes along with the sound of one family has like some chickens and a rooster, and the rooster is crowing every morning, and you see the horses sort of making their morning sounds and getting restless, wanting to go get watered and graze and tended to by their owners. People are waking up, starting their fires, and the camp is starting to come alive. Do you guys have any plans to do anything?
I'm going to cook breakfast, and after that, until we start moving, play a tune on my lute earlier.
So what is it you're cooking with? Because I don't know that you guys have like this huge storage of food just like in your backpacks. Like, where are you getting this food that you're making?
Other than the herbs that I've been collecting along the trail throughout.
So herbs are not dinner or food by any means. You can make it like a broth with them, but
If you let me finish.
good.
Collect some vegetables as well. Maybe like some fruits and berries.
So
to
that's
make-
something that you have to spend during the day time actually doing. So give me a survival check for the previous day.
16.
So you've found some sort of root vegetables that you could mash up and make some sort of mash with. But you're not getting a lot of berries and stuff. I mean, most of the stuff that's hanging off of branches has been taken by animals. And even the animals seem to be scarce in this region for some reason. So it's pretty hard pickings.
I will take what I can get.
All right, cool. So you start making breakfast. Do you guys have any plans for the day?
Or Garrick will go
Other than-
out hunting again, so we'll see if he can find anything.
Okay. Gunnar, do you want to give me a
I'll-
perception check?
I'll help gather.
Roll in.
Garrick, do you want the cleric's help?
15.
Yeah.
Okay. You notice that the finger bracelet is gone.
All right. Find the dwarf.
Start wandering around. Give me a another perception check. So Elowyn is off with Garrick, searching. Boros is making breakfast.
14.
Yeah, you actually see him sitting down just eating some what looks like mushy porridge of some sort. He's sort of with a group of humans. They're just sort of laughing and talking, swapping stories.
Huh. I'm just gonna walk up, but I'm gonna see if I can notice if I see that the ring bracelet that I made.
Right.
See if I see it on them.
You do not.
Not on any of them, huh?
None.
Okay. I'll go ahead and go back at this point, and I'll talk to Chris's about my missing ring that I made from the little girl that she gave to me as a gift.
Right.
It's now missing. I went to the group, to the dwarf, because he seemed pretty, he really wanted it. I kept turning him down. But I went to them and found them, but I didn't see any of them had it in their possession. But I didn't ask or confront them about it yet.
Kithris, do you respond at all?
Oh, sorry. I thought he was talking. I thought he went back to the regular group. I didn't realize he came to Kithris. Because I would be still overdoing whatever with the other caravan.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm impressed you didn't just immediately pick a fight. That's a good job. But I haven't seen anything. I can keep looking. Who would take in?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe that's something that you guys should be looking into while you're looking at stuff. I heard that there was a fire last night that Boros put out, and now stuff's missing. It seems like someone's trying to cause problems.
But who?
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, is it Henry? Do you think he's like snuck up behind us and has been doing
That sneaky son of a gun.
Lurking in the shadows.
But yeah, no, I'll keep an eye. I'll ask some of the other guys I'm with if they've seen any weird stuff while we've been on guard duty.
Okay.
And then yeah, I would. I be on duty right now, or would I just be kind of hanging
Not
out?
right now. You just sort of hang around
If there
the
was
area.
any of the other guards that I've been with, like that are immediately around, like you would go, and just kind of try to strike up conversation, be like, "You guys seen any other weird stuff? I mean, there was a weird fire yesterday, and people are saying stuff's missing."
Who cares?
Like well, I mean, we're supposed to be, guard stuff. I just want to make sure like our stuff's not missing, like.
No one's on my watch. No one's been near our wagon. If someone's been near our wagon, it's been on your watch.
No one comes near me.
All right, then we're good.
Look at my face.
You have nothing to worry about then. Why do you care about
All
these podunk hillbillies? Like, who cares about any of them?
I mean, if we're going to be traveling with all these people, I mean, we should be at least cordial, don't you think?
Morgan can curse them all. I don't need any of them. All we need is our wagon and make sure our wagon gets to where it needs to go. That's it. Everything else, who cares?
But I thought we had so our wagon is just our wagon. That's it. There's no other wagons we're supposed to be.
I'm not assigned to any other wagon except for this one. Are you?
No.
All right, then what's the problem? I don't get it.
Okay. And like he'll
Sort of looks at you like, is there something I don't know about?
No, it sounds like you're well informed.
Because it's coming off like you know something I don't that you're not wanting to tell me. Is it because I'm human? You can tell me. I can keep a secret.
Is it because I'm Draconian?
Well, it might be that I can't read your expressions right, but this seems a little odd. Like you're asking me about.
I mean, you just seem like the kind of guy that would be in the know, so I thought I'd ask you stuff, but it's fine.
All right. No, I don't know anything, man. I keep my head down. I don't want to upset Acker. I don't want to rock the cart, as it were. I'm just doing my job to get paid, and that's all I care about.
Good plan. Have you seen Acker this morning?
Not this. Oh, there he is, right over there. And you see him sort of wandering with a cup of coffee around the main cooking fire.
I'd head over and try to talk to Acker.
Okay.
If he's around now.
Looks over, sort of lifts his cup. He's like, "There's some more coffee in here if you want it."
Thanks. I want to take away from everybody else. I actually have this.
You literally just walked away from Gunnar. He was like standing there waiting for you.
Well, because he told Gunnar he was going to go ask around, so I would assume that he's still just asking around. Boss man, is there anything else I can do to be more helpful? Someone said that maybe we had other wagons that were just more than our wagon.
You only need to worry about the wagon that you're guarding. That's your job.
Well, right, and I get that. I'm trying to be more helpful.
You can be more helpful by doing your job, and then I'll pay you. Like that's how this arrangement works, right?
Right, but you said there would be maybe opportunities for me to like learn more about my own kind and stuff. Like, is that when we get where we're going, or?
Are you sure that was Acker that said that?
I vaguely remember it being a conversation with him that it was because like it was Craig, but it might have been Craig. I don't know. That's been a
Yeah,
couple
Crag is
weeks
the
ago.
one that's trying to get you to side with your kind rather than
okay.
the cultists.
All right, then yeah,
Because
then
he was
I
proposing
would've
that
said
the cultists are run by this dragon spawn, and he thinks that's absurd. It should definitely be draconians, not dragon spawn running things.
Okay. Then yeah, he wouldn't have said that. He'd just
Okay.
he'll head back, and then like as he passes back by Gunnar, like these guys don't seem to know much. They're just worried about their wagon, so I'll keep looking.
Okay.
And then yeah, he would head back to doing guard duty. Unfortunately.
Okay. So give me a with advantage survival check, Garrick, and let's see how your outing with Elowyn goes.
20.
Nice. All right, you guys are able to get 2 hares, and Elowyn, you actually spot a sort of wild apple tree out there, so you can grab a bag full of apples if you want.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so you can bring all that back. Does anyone want to do anything else specifically?
After I'm done
Yeah.
cooking breakfast, I'm going to play music on my lyre to lift up the mood of everyone.
Okay. So as you start playing, what did you want to do, Lehigh?
So when everyone's going out and foraging, Lehigh also goes out and forages. It's kind of like half foraging for like herbs and roots and berries, and more like just thinking about like how people have treated her throughout her life and just always, and how it doesn't matter if it's good people, like holy people, or bad people, like they call them. Everyone treats her the same. And I think she sits down by a stream somewhere, and she's gonna renounce Habbakuk and move to Chislev as her deity.
Wow. You're dropping your god?
I'm dropping my good god and going to a neutral god. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So the process itself is more than just like switching cards in a game.
I'm sure, but yeah, that's
so as
where her.
tell me what it is you say to your god as you renounce them.
You know, I've tried being good, and no matter what I do, everyone sees me as bad. So I think I'm just gonna go. I have to go and do what I want to do now. And I thank you for what you've given me, but I gotta find something else right now.
Wow. So as you say this, you see light sort of break through a part in the clouds, and it sort of like filters down, and you see these 2 little birds sort of come over and start playing in the light, and they just sort of like turn to you and like cant their head a little bit, and their eyes almost look a little bit moist as the birds turn back to each other and fly back off into the canopy of trees beyond. And the light sort of like closes up, and you feel wholly empty and alone in a way that you don't ever remember feeling before. Every one of your druidic powers is gone. You are just a Kender alone in the world at this moment. You've
What? I
always
thought-
been a Kender that has had a connection to the divine. That divine is through nature, and you feel like that has you just pushed it away, and it's gone.
Yeah, Habbakuk is the sea. That's why I'm trying to do Chislev, which is the embodiment of nature.
Right, but
And is the true.
leaving a god,
Yeah,
it
that's
takes
fine.
time before any new god would ever consider picking you back up.
Okay. Okay,
Normally,
cool.
normally it would be like you lose levels because you've renounced who and what you've trained your whole life to be. But in this particular case, because it's 5th edition, you don't lose any levels. You just lose all of your abilities because you don't have a god to grant you those abilities anymore. And so until you can enlist with your new god, find a way to make that connection, you're just not going to be able to use any of your powers.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so this is a huge deal right now. And just sort of keep it in your role-playing pocket. Because just walking away from a god you've literally spent your whole life worshiping, that has given you everything and all of your powers, that's a big deal. That's a big choice, you know? Shocking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just go back to camp now.
And you just sort of feel a little bit hollow in the pit of your gut. All right, so Lehi returns to camp. It's going to still be a little couple hours before Elowyn and Garrick come back. Gunnar, you're clearly free to come back if you want to communicate with everyone else.
Yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and go back.
Okay. So Boros, Lehi, and Gunnar, you're all here, and you're just sort of hanging out, waiting for the encampment to, get moving again on the caravan. You can see people starting to pack back up, and Elowyn and Garrick are not back yet, but that's kind of common. They're usually, if someone's going to go out and hunt or forage, it's usually an hour or so or more, before they get back. So they might have to catch up on the road with everyone. As you guys see the camp getting put together, do you mention anything, Gunnar? Lehi, do you mention anything? I mean,
I just tell him that somehow, I don't know what happened, but I noticed that the gift that little girl gave to me that I wrapped around my finger is now missing. I thought it would have been the dwarf, but so I didn't confront him. I walked over to their area, found where he was at, but I didn't see him or anyone else flashing there or notice that they had it in possession that I would see. But I still haven't confronted him yet on it.
okay.
So, but yeah, but I don't know who has it. It's just all of a sudden it's just strange that it just something like that just gets taken off my finger.
Yeah, and when? Like, how could it have happened? I mean, it's definitely confusing.
Yeah.
Boros, do you have anything to say about it?
We had double watch.
Yeah, you did. Boros has nothing to say. Lehi, do you have anything to say?
I just don't
I don't have
care.
anything to say.
Well, I think I'd go
I
up to
just don't know who
Gregory.
could have done it.
I'd
We're
go up
doing
to
TV
Gregory,
watches.
ask him about Chislev, to ask him about his god a little bit. Not bringing anything up, just kind of like just chit-chatting.
Okay, so the caravan moves on. They come back, and you approach Garrick, just sort of asking about that.
Yeah.
What do you say, Garrick?
Yeah.
What do you want to know? I thought you don't seem yourself these days at the moment.
Things are different. So tell me about your god a little bit. How'd you get into her good graces? When did that whole start? I'm assuming when you were young.
When I was young, I had to leave home, and I was on my own in the wilds. And she seemed to just help. She just called to me. All the animals seemed to talk to me, show me how to hunt, show me how to live out in the wild. It's about everything, the trees, all the bugs. You see her movement everywhere. She talks to you through the wind. You should come hunting with us.
I think I will next time you go out.
Nice. Okay.
And then I'm gonna go to the place I used to curl up as a cat and just sit there sadly. There
Okay.
can't be a cat there.
Right. Right. So you go over there and you just feel that natural call that you used to make not answering within you, and you just sort of sit down and just sort of experience. Okay. Kithris, is there anything that you wanted to do today?
No, I think Kithris is probably just going to try to pay more attention as he can to, like, as inconspicuously as possible to, like, where Acker goes, and kind of try to see if he can kind of piece together, like, is there another wagon boss that he seems to, like, go to regularly? Like, he's going to try to, as inconspicuously as possible, try to piece together, like, okay, like, where's the connections with these other
Give me an
wagons?
investigation check, please.
It's 10.
Yeah, you're just
I would
having a
change
hard
dice.
time keeping to your duties and keeping track of him. I mean, to be fair, most of the day he's driving the wagon. I mean, he's the wagon
Right,
master, and
right.
so he is on the wagon doing that. When he's off, you're either not around him, or he seems to be able to just pop smoke and just disappear because you can't seem to figure out where the hell this guy is going, or where the other wagons are. I will say that Lehigh, you still have that item that you picked up from the wagon that overturned. Elowyn, you had mentioned days ago that that was an option that you guys might investigate. Now you have a missing gift. I mean, there's story beats that I'm throwing out. Like, help me here is what I'm getting at.
So I've got this key. Elowyn, what do you think of this key?
Do you know what it's for?
No. I just found a key at some point. Now I have it.
You want to try to
Asking the Kender where they found
investigate?
something is probably the funniest Dragonlance story beat you could have. Let's explore that. Has Garrick never met a Kender before this? Where'd you find that? I don't know.
Who is this honest tiny person?
There's
Do
it
you want to
somewhere.
go look around? Try not to be suspicious, but look around, see if we can see anything that might fit with. Also, if needed, relating to the missing item, I do have Zone of Truth spell. Just letting you guys know if we need that at some point. But Lehigh, do you want to
What's that?
go look? Do you want to go look around?
Yeah.
I mean,
we can do
obviously,
some-
just we don't want to be suspicious, so maybe
Right.
we can go around and
try to
try
look
to
for the
be helpful.
bathroom. Yeah.
Yes, that's a good idea.
That's what I was
Good
thinking.
idea.
So
We'll
in
ask everyone where
general,
the bathroom is.
are either of you trained in stealth? Proficient in stealth?
I mean, I used to be.
I have a
I
disadvantage.
have a plus
so-
2 to stealth, but
I have proficiency.
So do I. I've got proficiency and stuff, but I was thinking maybe we could wait until we can find out when Kithris is on his night duty, and we can go check out what dropped from it. Wasn't it from his wagon it dropped from?
the key?
It wasn't Kithris's wagon that the
Oh, it was a different
object
one.
that Lehigh picked up was from. It was wrapped in a sort of cloth, and she just sort of pocketed it.
Oh, I still don't know what that is yet. Okay. Can I open that now?
Yeah, yeah. So
I
you're
do.
not. Give me a perception check to see if you remember where you got it.
Oh, gracious. Probably don't really know. Eh,
Yeah, you're pretty
Oh.
sure you picked it up when that wagon crashed. And as you sort of open it, you actually see that there's this really sort of nice necklace with a bunch of different strands of what seems to be silver. It's got some inset pearls amid the strands. It looks pretty expensive. And it was just sitting
I
in
wear
this
them.
little cloth in your hands.
I wear them.
You put them on? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It looks very nice.
I look very
And
nice
suddenly
now.
your class changes to warlock as you've made a pact you aren't aware of.
Yeah. Wow.
Go from 4 levels in druid to 4 levels in warlock, like that.
Oh, I'd never played a warlock. That'd be scary.
All right. Well, I mean, if you guys don't want to do anything, we can have the day pass.
I was gonna.
Are we investigating?
Do you guys
It's
want to
gonna
look at my
talk to Gunnar.
jewelry some more? What the heck?
Gunnar, my friend.
We
Yes.
Where was this dwarf located?
I would know where I last saw him, right?
I mean, you
Yeah.
guys, the caravan's moving, so the encampment's not there anymore. But
Okay. So, I mean, we would have to go back because the caravan's moving, but I can show you where I last saw them at in that area.
Point me in the direction of the caravan.
so the caravan itself is the collection of massive wagons. The whole train of wagons is the caravan. So you guys are walking at some region around this massive caravan.
Which wagon was he next to?
Would I be able to?
He actually wasn't next to a wagon. He was off at a camp with a bunch of humans.
Would I have recognized which one that would have been, considering how long we've been traveling?
So this is a bunch of different people. Give me an insight check.
Inside, where are you? There you are. 14.
You think you might be able to find the wagon that he was a part of. I mean, literally, all you have to do is walk up and down the caravan, and you're going to see tons of different people.
Okay, I'm gonna head to the rear and start making my way up to figure out where this dwarf is located at.
Okay. Give me investigation.
Nope, that's intimidation. Don't want to do that. Investigation. 13.
Okay, so you start. It's going to take you a while to get past all these wagons, but you start looking around, just eyeing for that dwarf. There's a lot of dwarves, and so you're sort of looking for those clues, his braided beard, his flamboyant dress, and you're sort of looking around for him. It's going to take a little bit. Is there anything, Kithris, you're going to have to be on duty here. You're sort of walking with the wagon, making sure no one gets close to it. There's a bunch of people sort of walking along. Some of them are dragging carts. Others are leading horses and their families. And, some people are just walking with themselves for the within the safety of the caravan itself, just traveling with it.
Am I on duty with Crag?
Yeah.
So I think as we're walking and talking, like, I've been trying to figure out ways that we can figure out who the other wagons are.
He's like, shh.
But I tried
What are the wagons?
the other ones that are cult wagons that we don't know about because I tried to.
Why do you care? Who
Tried to-
cares?
I thought we were trying to figure out who those people were so that if we take out Acker, we can make sure that the right people get moved up to the right places. If we just take him out, someone's going to figure out.
Ah,
they're
see,
just gonna
this is
assign us a
why
new
you
guy.
should be leader. He sort of slaps you on the shoulder. Yeah.
Right, but
All right,
I got to
so-
make friends with whoever's in charge of that, right? So, like, trying to figure out who the other wagons are so I can, try to be nice and figure out hey, I could be in charge if something happens.
Right. Well, I think the rest of the cult wagons are behind us. I mean, there's like 2 back. I think one of those wagons is ours, and then behind it, I think is one of ours. I mean, I'm entirely just guessing, but they don't seem to be the regular Valenwood merchants or anything else. I mean, just looking at our wagon, everything is sort of in crates. Maybe use that as a guide. And when I'm off duty, I can go scouting around and checking out potential wagons, and maybe you could do the same.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And so he would, with this information, I think he would kind of look at the wagons that Craig is like pointing out, saying he thinks it's this one, he thinks that one, and kind of seeing if he can find like some sort of a common denominator. Because I'm assuming there's not like, a wagon wrap, a car wrap that says cultists here on the side of it. So he's just trying to kind of figure out, like, is there something that he can kind of latch onto that's like, oh, all of these wagons have, a specific thing, or they're made of a certain type of material or something. Like, just something he can try to figure out and see if he can kind of, in his head, like, pair things together, like which wagons go with which. Does that make sense?
As you're sort of looking at, you see Boros starting to approach, coming down toward you. And, as you're sort of watching people and people are coming toward the caravan, your particular wagon, you're sort of like pushing them off and doing your best to sort of check out. It's really hard to tell just as, you're walking along with your wagon on, trying to look for clues. And it doesn't look like there's any sort of like piece of cloth or marking or anything that would be obvious that these
So
are cultist caravans.
as Boros is like getting close, like I will cast message to Boros and just be like, hey, what are you doing?
Trying to find a flamboyant gully dwarf.
As you're getting close, look at the wagon that's 2 behind me. Dude, kind of take a good look at it. Tell me if you see anything interesting.
I will take a look. Would you like investigation or insight, Dad?
Give me a perception check.
Perception. Drop. 18.
Okay. So you pass by Kithris and you're just sort of looking for this dwarf, and you actually see him. He sort of hops on the back of a wagon with his legs dangling, and he starts to skin an apple with a knife and just sort of cut off pieces, and he's sort of eating it. And then you're looking for what exactly? Indications of cult wagon? Like, what is it you're looking for?
Things that could relate.
So,
what's that?
Things that could with this question or with this ask. So,
okay, Kithris, can you say what you're going to say? You guys are just stepping.
So Kithris wasn't specific with his ask, so it was just kind of a broad, like, look at this wagon, see if there's anything weird. So yeah, whatever is in Boros's head for what that qualifies as.
Okay. So yeah, Boros, as you're going down, you don't see anything odd about any of these wagons. Every wagon has their goods wrapped up tight. Some more than others. Some of them have canvases going across the top of it like a covered wagon. Some of it is just sort of open bed, but it's all sort of crated or bundled up or something. So everything looks, that's how you would travel with a big wagon. So everything looks like it would normally look, but you do see the dwarf on the back of one of them.
I don't see anything that I would define as suspicious.
Yeah, everything looks like a normal wagon would look as you're passing them.
Hey, I'll be right back. I got to pull my ham off the smoker.
All right.
But I'm going to beeline it to the dwarf that is skinning his apple.
Okay, so you're just sort of walking up as the wagon is passing you. He sort of looks over. He's like, "Oh, you gonna cast some more fart smells?"
No, I just want to talk to you.
I don't
Are
have
civil
anything to
people.
say to you. You were very, very rude to me.
I leave more dwarfs, if you please.
That's not going to ingratiate you with me threatening me. Move along.
It wasn't a threat, but
Certainly
Here's a
sounds like one to
question.
me. Hey, Bo! Greg, come here! And you see two humans sort of come to the back of the wagon that were in it. These are two pretty, like large guys. They look like, your typical Midwestern potato eating kind of guys. There's like, yeah, what's up? This guy, he's kind of bugging me. He won't leave me alone. He's threatening me with magic. Well, why don't we just thump him one? Maybe that'll make him leave. And the dwarf looks at you. I don't know. Would that make you leave?
only if you answer a few questions.
I think you're going to have to thump him. Yeah, I think you're right. And they jump off the wagon. They're like, you can leave or we can make you leave.
Out of character, they sound really fucking retarded.
Watch the language. You were very
Okay.
rude to him. Like, you gave him a gift that puffed away in smoke. You made fart smells at him. And now you're trying to have a civil conversation with the dude? Like, come on.
Wait, are those behaviors not normal hazing?
Apparently not.
They're ready to attack you if you don't walk away. Like, that's where we are right now. So it's your choice what happens.
Well, congratulations. You gave me all the answers I needed. And I'm going to head off.
Okay. He's like, well, he left. I guess he doesn't want to thump him. And they climb back on the wagon.
I'm going to head over to Gunnar. And I'll continue the roleplay when he gets back.
Okay. So the wagon train is going. Is anyone like searching or investigating? Or, I mean, is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to Garrick and say, hey, so take this jewelry and maybe go ask my old employer if she knows anything about it. She seems to be a pretty smart lady, well-to-do, might run in the crowds or something like this, might be around. But if I bring it up to her, it's gonna immediately be, hey, who stole this? And it's not me, I found it. Different kind of finding. So here, please, could you, if you could.
Sure, no problem.
I'll come with you.
head over. I'll head over to the. She was a Valenwood saleswoman, wasn't she?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was
I
a
know.
pretty
Ed Hellery.
elf lady.
Yeah, I'll just go straight towards her.
Okay.
Uh,
It takes you a
try
couple
and
minutes to get
catch
to
her
her.
attention.
But she's just sitting on the wagon and her driver is driving it. And as you approach, she's like, oh, hello.
Hi, I was out ranging earlier and I've found this on the ground.
Oh, it's
Uh,
very beautiful.
Yet it doesn't seem the normal fare that a hunter would drop. But it wasn't far from the wagons.
It
I
wasn't
wonder if
near
you
my
might-
wagon, was it? I don't think
No,
any of my hired hands would. I did employ a bodyguard earlier. She might have had it. I don't know anyone else who might have had it, though. I'm sorry to say.
you've not seen anyone trying to hawk this kind of jewelry around, have you?
Trying to sell No. Are you
All
selling it?
right. No, it just seemed a bit curious. I mean, it looks
Oh.
quite valuable, so I think
Yeah,
I'll keep hold of it.
I maybe on the next break, if you really wanted to find the owner, you could let people know that you have a necklace that has gone missing and have people describe if they claim they've lost something, and then maybe you could find the owner that way.
Sounds like a good idea. Thanks anyway.
Good luck. It looks valuable, though. I mean, if no one claims it, I mean, I don't know that it would fit your style, but you could probably sell it once we get all the way up to Hargoth.
Well, it's better than just
No.
getting a stag on our hunts or some couple of rabbits. So
Right.
maybe.
Are you flirting with my old boss right now? Garrick, come on.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, I said
Oh,
I'd
I'm
go.
sorry. I missed that. She would, instead of saying my old bodyguard, she would have said, "Did you miss it, my dear?"
No, I tend to accidentally find things. Garrick, I think I know who's somebody who might think this is part of their style. If you catch my drift, maybe we should go talk to that person.
Okay, no problem. Let's go.
Let's go. Bye. Thank you again.
Bye. Yeah, she was always nice to you. She had no problem. It's just you
Yeah.
were never around, so.
Yeah, I was a bad bodyguard.
All right, so you go. I mean, just go searching the wagons for that dwarf. Is that where you're going next?
Yeah,
Okay.
which Gunnar and Boros should be around there, right?
Gunnar, were you with Boros when you went down there?
I didn't say I was, but
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
Boros
did.
was coming back, and he said he was going to talk to you about something. So while you two, Garrick and Lehi, are looking for the dwarf, Boros and Gunnar, do you want to have a conversation?
I think so.
You're muted, by
You're
the way.
talking on mute.
Ta-da! Gunnar.
Now you have to give
So,
your whole eloquent speech again.
yeah. I have to rethink the fancy words. Well, Gunnar, I'm fairly certain that your dwarf friend took your trinket.
All right. To back this up with facts, we can call him out on it.
No hard evidence, but the way he was acting says it all.
What if the cleric has to detect lies or tell the truth, cone of truth?
She does. She said she does.
I let you guys know earlier.
Oh boy.
Zone of truth.
Let's do it.
Okay,
So
how are we
I
gonna?
think
But
Boros
let's
should get to it. or
before
go-
you do that, we should wait for when everyone settles down so that more than just us will hear.
Okay.
And we're
he
there.
can't lie his way out of it.
Maybe we should find a way to ask him about it in a way that isn't so accusatory. Maybe he still would have to answer the question, but we're not.
I shouldn't talk then.
We don't want to. We don't want to seem like we're attacking anyone.
Oh, that's simple.
Just a thought.
A good, simple question. Did you take, by any chance, did you take a ring or a trinket off of his hand?
Or maybe, do you know what might have happened to this item?
That would
Just
work.
a suggestion. Do we know where we want to bring him so I can prepare the zone?
Just wait for everyone to start building their fires so that, because that's typically around the time frame where everyone likes to get a little nosy from what I was able to see.
Okay. I will follow your lead.
Okay. So Lehi and Garrick, you wanted to be there now with them?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are all together.
Yeah, we were trying to elicit a response, an emotional response out of him with this necklace.
Okay. So you see that he's sitting on the back. He's almost finished eating an apple, just sort of cutting pieces off with a knife and sort of eating them as you the wagon is moving forward as you guys are moving the opposite way, and you're like, oh, there he is, and you see him. He sees you guys too. He's like, oh, I already told your friend I didn't want to talk to him, and you two are no different.
Garrick, hold it up.
Oh, now, look, listen, we've all got off on the wrong foot, but I can see that, he was just upset a young lady gave him that, and, but we've found something that might be, more for your style.
Like what?
Well, I found this, wee little necklace.
Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful necklace. You just found that?
I was out hunting earlier. It wasn't far from the wagons. I can only assume someone's dropped it, but what's found on the road is found on the road.
You realize this looks like a setup to me, right? Like you stole someone's necklace, you're going to try to sell it to me, and then when they come looking for it, then I'm the thief.
All
Can
right, it's
you
not connected at all.
Prove some way that this doesn't belong to anyone? Like how can I just trust that you have a Kender with you, that the Kender didn't accidentally drop it into her pouches and discover it, and you're trying to then set me up for some sort of fall?
I thought this
Listen,
matched your
if
bracelet.
you're not interested in it, that's absolutely fine. But
I'm
I
always
found it.
interested if the price is right, but I also don't want to be walking into what seems like a very clear plot to get me caught.
But why would you be
Why?
caught for
Because you're
doing-
selling me something that your friend here stole.
Who said she stole it? I found it.
She's a Kender. Come on.
You better watch your mouth. I'm bound by no man anymore.
Don't know what that means.
I mean, at the end of the day, we could all say you're a dwarf and all you're interested in is gold.
Look, if you want to distill it like that, that's fine. But you can't put me in chains for loving gold, but you could put me in chains for buying and keeping stolen property. And I'm just
Then
not
you're
going to buy it.
interested. That's fine. Listen,
Garrick,
I
I
knew
don't
you were
think
a
it's
man of,
connected. I'm sorry.
well, I knew you were a man of discerning taste, but
It is
it's fine.
a great necklace.
Well, if you change your mind, you know where we'll be.
Do you
Near
know
the
where a
back of the
fence
wagon.
could be found around here?
I think we're only a couple days out from Whitdell. I don't know if that ramshackle of a town has anyone that could afford that, but that might be your best bet. I don't know,
Okay.
but like honestly, walking around with what clearly doesn't seem like something either of you two would own, saying that you found it with a Kender, and look, your species has a reputation, whether you like it or not. And I'm warning you as a friend here, it doesn't look good.
You're not my friend, buddy.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
No, you made that clear earlier. I'm not thinking we're going to be pals anytime soon. Look,
Listen,
if
we
you can
just
sell
came
me
to
your
you-
friend's bracelet, I would be more likely to be friends with
That's
you.
gone. That's why we were coming over here. We thought you had it.
What?
And that's why we'd be like, ooh, the necklace. And then maybe it matched. But
He
no.
sold it to someone else? I told him I would buy it.
Gunnar, can you come over here?
Yeah.
You just happen to be
Tell him about how you sold
like,
it to somebody
Why
else.
did you sell it to someone else? I told you I'd pay you a silver and 2 copper.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
Does he look genuine?
Give me an insight check.
Oh, it's only a 10.
Yeah, he seems genuine.
Fair enough.
Am I there too?
I mean, why not?
Can I insight?
Go ahead.
We all came up like this.
Yeah, apparently.
That should have been one of my best.
He seems like he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
I think the other plan is yeah, I don't think we're doing that anymore.
Well, who else was interested in this bracelet? Who else had your style, bro?
I don't know anyone who looks as good as me
No
in this
one was.
caravan. Like, please.
Has anyone
Well,
else
come
shown
on.
interest?
Boros is here and his skin changes colors, so stop that.
He's like, you
Well,
would
I'm-
know if someone showed interest in the bracelet that he was holding. How would I know?
No, but maybe a conversation you had separate that we were not aware of.
I feel like I'm being
It didn't.
accused of something here.
No, just
Maybe,
asking.
maybe the little girl stole it back because she was sad she trades these.
Maybe you should go bother her because you're all bothering me.
Are you sure you don't want to be in our group? We have a great dynamic.
Obviously.
We apologize.
I'll be
Okay.
happy to spread that you guys have a very expensive necklace that is not yours to the rest of the caravan. So don't worry about that. And I'll
Oh
make
my
sure that
gosh.
the gift that was given has been missing.
Oh, great.
Man. Okay, so he's
well.
not part of it, obviously. Or if he is, he's being a turd. We're still right there. No. Oh,
Okay,
look
we'll
for
head away.
clues, guys.
What's your plan next?
I want to perceive as we're walking back towards I don't know, our area, towards the forest, wherever we're going, if there's anybody keeping an eye on us. Like if we're being followed.
Right. Give me a perception check.
That's unfortunate. 13.
Yeah, no. People, you're only one of many people traveling around this caravan.
Yeah, but only one person wanted to steal a little girl's bracelet from us.
No one, he didn't want to steal it. He wanted to buy it.
Where did this bracelet go? It was stolen, right? Or did Gunnar just lose it?
It was stolen. It was taken.
It's on
from
his
him.
other hand. And he's like,
Gun-
it's gone.
Gunnar, check your pockets, please. We can't keep accusing people if it's in your pocket.
No, he knows it's not on his person.
So and
Okay.
I didn't sell it either.
That would be hilarious, though.
I told that one dwarf twice. I think, what, he approached me 3 times or 2 times? Twice, didn't he?
A
Or
lot.
3?
A lot.
Okay. And every time I told him no,
Yeah.
and then somehow it just gets lifted off of my finger without me knowing about it.
Is it like the opposite of the ring where if you put it on, it disappears instead of you disappearing into the realm of
Yeah,
horror?
have you tried like taking off the invisible ring and seeing if it like materializes in your hand?
I look for hobbits.
I would be able to feel it.
Yeah.
So,
He's not an idiot.
it's like, oh.
I mean,
I beg to differ.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't say it.
You said I mean.
Wow. All right. Well, you guys are approaching a roadside inn that looks to be a great place to spend the evening rather than camping in the outer wilderness. And as it's approaching sort of slowly, you can see that it's kind of a bustling little inn. You know, there's a bunch of horses outside of it. There's a little stable area, and there's a bunch of pull-off areas for wagons to go. And a lot of the caravan is opting to camp outside, even though the weather is starting to get a little bit worse, a little bit more cold. But many of them are stabling their horses at the roadside inn and going in and enjoying a nice hot meal and warming themselves up. do you guys wanna do?
Lehigh is going to instead go have where do I say it? A ration in the forest. She's gonna sleep in the trees. Just don't even want to deal with the hate that I'm probably gonna get in there. Not too far that I can't hear anything, but I'm just gonna stay in the trees tonight.
Okay. As you disappear from the group, everyone else, Kithris, your wagon is actually assigning you to watch it while everyone else is going inside to enjoy themselves.
Yeah, that tracks. Are any of the wagon that Crag suspected, are any of those? Well, no, because that'll just get me in trouble. Never mind. He'll think better of it.
Okay.
Okay. It's who is he assigned with when is it him and Crag again?
No, it's literally just you.
Just me.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, he's just gonna probably try to pour most of his attention into that. Doesn't wanna there's a lot going on. So yeah, he's just gonna focus on that.
Okay. So you see a bunch of other wagons. Horses are taken off. They're sort of lined up, almost like a truck stop with a bunch of semis, The horses are led into the stable where they can be fed and kept warm and stuff. All the other people are going inside. Each wagon has one guard on duty that's sort of with it. And they do seem to be similar of a situation like your wagon, like Crag was sort of pointing out down the road. There are certain wagons that are pulled off with guards, and then others where people are just camping across the street in the darkness.
So he's gonna kind of try to pay attention to, because Crag had kind of made the implication that maybe our wagon was like the first of the cult wagons, and the rest of them were like further behind. So Githris is gonna try to take note of like which wagons that are behind us are left with guards, and try to kind of be like, okay, that one, and that one,
Yeah.
and that one, so he can try to keep track of is there a way I can get a count of like how many I can see that would seem to be part of this, or like are there any of them that stand out as
Give me a perception check.
as that look kind of like the same type of mercenaries?
Right. Yeah, it
Nope.
looks like every single one of them.
Of all the times to roll a 1. Yeah, no. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's like, someone says like a certain number is magical, and then you start hearing the number everywhere. That sort of thing. He's like, no, the wagons behind us, they have all the cult members in them. And you're like, yeah, he's a cult member, and they're a cult member, and they're a cult member.
Now I'm just suspicious of like everyone.
Right. Everyone's in that cult.
Like, there are so many cultists in this caravan. It's insane. Are there normal people here? Yeah.
There's like no normal people. All the people with beards are fake pull-away beards.
Yep. Everybody's got that, the classic disguise, the pull-away beard and the Superman glasses, Clark Kent glasses. Yeah. Perfect.
One of my parties are part of the cult.
Right, yeah.
We've already suspected you, Boros. Don't start that.
It's the horns and the color
it's
skin.
the horns.
All right, so the rest of you go inside? Is that?
Yeah, the tavern.
So the inside of the tavern is loud. Just the voices of people talking in conversation, and it's packed. You have a lot of the caravan in here, which is just completely crowded the entire room. You see one table with a bunch of people that are cleaner than everyone else. They're sort of armed better than everyone else, and they're clean with like their armor is nice and polished, their weapons hang at their side, and they're sort of keeping to themselves. As you guys enter, they sort of stare a little bit and nod their head and then go back to talking with each other. But clearly they're pointing out you as you guys enter because you don't look like regular wagon drivers or typical farmers going on a town to town caravan ride. You definitely look like you're warriors of some sort. So anyway, they're paying attention to themselves, and as you sort of walk in and you're sort of scanning the room, there's a big fireplace in the middle that is just sort of not only lighting the entire room, but the heat just sort of hits you almost immediately. And it's just like night and day, from being cold outside all day, every day for weeks, to inside this warm and inviting area. And as you step in, just the smells of like roasted boar and vegetables just hit you in the face. And the barkeep has this really kind of dirty rag he's wiping his hands with, and he sort of like waves you over. He's like, look, if you can find a seat, go ahead and take one. Sort of speaking over the din of conversation and, people laughing and having a good time. He's like, can I get you anything?
Meat.
Like, Meat.
Meat and ale. Meat and ale.
All right.
I'll do meat.
He's like looking around. Aaron, come over here. Come over here. And you see this, later on in years, older woman coming up. Yes. And he's like, try to find them a seat if you can. He's going to get some meat and ale. Anyone else want anything? Dwarf?
What?
They're all the same.
Same? How about you? Human? I don't know. What you barbarian man? With the beard and the mustache.
Yeah, I'll a beer, some mead, and how about a turkey leg?
We actually don't have any turkey, but we shot some pheasants a little while ago. I can cook some of those up.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. And how about you, cloaked mysterious man? What is your skin color?
It would probably be my normal skin color because I am neutral right now.
Pretend I don't know what that is.
Which species am I? What subspecies?
You're an abyssal tiefling.
So
Okay. He's like, are you feeling okay? You don't have like a plague or anything.
no, I just live in colder climates.
Okay. Well, maybe you should stand near the fire for a little bit. Did you want anything?
What do you sell?
Well, I mean,
Food-wise.
we serve. We've got a bunch of fish that has been brought in by a previous caravan that we bought off them. We've got some ale. Lucky enough, we do have some mead. Some of the dwarves up in the Vingard range trade with us. It's supposed to be really, really good. I don't drink myself. And then, of course, we have our house-made ale. So,
Would I be able to have a dish of your fish? And I'll take some water.
I mean, water's left for animals. We don't really serve it to customers. I can water down your ale if you want.
I'll just take some. I'll just take a beer then.
Okay. All right. She'll help you, and she's like, "Please follow me." And she's like looking around. She like drags a couple benches over. She sort of makes a makeshift little table area for you with some crates and some awkward benches. She's like, "I'm sorry, this is the best I could do. I hope it's okay.
This is more than
Perfect.
fine. Thank you, dear.
I'll go and get your drinks, and the food should be along here shortly." And she sort of walks away for a bit, and you guys are just sort of watching this bustling room. And you notice that Lehi is missing, and you definitely feel an absence of Kithris.
So, plans. I say that we search a couple of the wagons tonight. Can anyone move in the shadows? Well,
I'm pretty decent at sneaking, despite my tall figure.
I'm just saying I don't want to go alone.
I could come along with you. Above table. Just have a +6 in stealth.
Nice.
That's cool. So yeah, I say we have something to eat. Maybe get a room here or go out on the road. And then in the dead of night, we have a quick search around them. See what we can find.
Okay. I think that's a good
It
plan.
would definitely help narrow down if there's any more cultist wagons.
So
Have you got any way of dealing with guards if they pop up quietly that doesn't involve killing?
I have stuff that could make a distraction in the opposite direction.
That'll do.
Okay. Lehi. So
Yeah.
tell me what you're thinking as you sort of leave your friends and go out into the wilderness.
Did you say it was raining? What was the weather?
It's drizzling. It's a little more than just the earlier pitter patters, but it's not full
Mhm.
on like downpouring.
So, I want to climb up into a tree and I'm gonna be laying there, kind of hoping that the sky clears up. I want to reach out to actually Zivelin, and I was hoping I could see his little green star in the night sky, but if it's cloudy, I won't be able to. And I just kind of reach out for wisdom and um, guidance.
Yeah. You reflect
Yeah.
back to a happier time with your father. He was taking you out on the sea one day, and you had talked to him about wanting to go off on your wanderlust and go adventure. And he's genuinely a little bit concerned. My daughter, you're a little young to be going off on your wanderlust all alone. I know your mom was the same way. You just couldn't keep her in one place for too long. I'm sure she's running the gods ragged right now, up in the heavens. If this is really something you want, you may want to connect with the gods and look for their blessings. I know, Habbakuk is a god that I've always paid heed to. He has always been one to look kindly on us whenever we needed, large caches of fish, or I needed a new job to transport goods on our boat. He was always there. He always seemed to listen. Have you made any connections with any gods since you've been, traveling with me? This is a memory of yours.
I think in that moment, as a little Kender, I would have been thinking about wanting to make my parents proud, but also imagining all the time I spent in the forest, just wandering around and being with the trees and stuff. But I think I would have looked up at him and been like, "Yeah, yeah, Habakkuk's been pretty great, yeah," and not necessarily being true to myself, in which I probably would have preferred to say somebody more akin to something terrestrial, but that's not in our family line. So,
Well, I think you could do a lot worse than Habbakuk. I would stay away from Zeboim, though we do pacify her with gifts on the ocean to keep the sailing safe for us. She is a moody one, that one. Yes. Your mom used to be a druid. I miss her. I miss her a lot. And I see a lot of her in you. I wonder sometimes if maybe she speaks to you in your dreams. She does tend to come to me from time to time. Is it something, have you connected with her since she passed?
no,
I'm
and I
so
should.
sorry. I'm sure you will have that connection someday. Being a parent is difficult. Looking after someone who is new to everything can be thrilling, and it teaches you a sense of connection and love. But with that comes an incredible amount of fear. It's something that I have to live with for you. I fear for you. When Malastrix took over all of Kender home and completely devastated it, and when all of our people were murdered or refugees, I took to the oceans to ply my trade. And you were the greatest gift that in our darkest times brought us light and hope. I think you can find some light and hope in the world yourself someday. And I truly hope you do. And that memory sort of fades away as the cruel weather sort of picks up a little bit. A massive breeze almost blows you out of the tree, just almost out of nowhere hits you, knocking you out of your reverie. And you can look down through the canopy at, partially obscured in with the sounds of the raucous behavior inside emanating sort of muted coming out. And you can see on the far southern side where people are encamping and a bunch of stables back behind. And you do feel alone right now. You lost your mother and you're not even really sure about how that happened. Is something your father didn't really like to talk about. That memory of him bringing her up was one of the few times he ever did. You lost your father, and you have a sort of list of names that were probably involved when he started smuggling to put food on the table. And yeah, you just feel really, really sort of isolated at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna be in the trees tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Kithris, as you're sitting out here all by your lonesome, you've been away from your mom for a little while now. Not away from her as in you haven't seen her from, time to time throughout the
Right.
days, but just not actively around her and stuff. And a little bit of homesickness comes along with that, You're a grown Draconian, so it's not like you're a child, but
Right.
you still have those same feelings that any person does when they leave home for the first time, and when your home is your parent that travels with you and fights with you and heals you and tends to you, and you grow that bond. And in the absence of it, sometimes you can get a little melancholy. What are you doing while you're sitting here?
Like, he's not necessarily in this specific moment, but like over the course of the last couple of days, weeks, whatever we've been traveling, I think he has moments in the days when he's like, "Oh, I'll just ask mom." Oh, yeah, I can't ask mom tonight. Like where
Yeah.
he's like, I want to ask her a question or like get her opinion because I think she's always been the one that like his soundboard for a lot of things, and so it's been weird for him, and he's not, for as much as Crag, is like, you're an Aurak, you should be able to be a leader and do all those things. Like he doesn't think he knows how to be a leader. So like as he's doing his guard duty here, like he's just kind of mulling over like a lot of things, like how do I get by without mom? She's not readily available for me to just ask questions and be my sounding board. And then he's trying to come to terms with like what does he's like, I don't know how to be a leader. Like I just
Yeah.
mom was always kind of in charge. So it's just like I think he's just like mulling over a lot of things, just trying to figure out like what is his place in this world, and knowing that like when he was walking uh you know earlier to deliver the barley to Garrick, that was probably one of the few times when he felt like he wasn't being called out, because like a Kender and a Draconian, like they go anywhere and they're kind of the misfits of the group and automatically distrusted, and so to have people just be even towards them and just be like, oh, you exist, and like not actively like showing hate. So like he's like there's just a lot he's trying to kind of figure out and doesn't really understand like his place in the world at this point. So he's trying to kind of process that and figure out, like what am I doing? What am I going? And then knowing that like maybe he's still trying to figure out who the cult is. Like he's just just got a lot going on. So he's trying to pay attention and then trying to figure out like how does he fit in the world? Doesn't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as the night wears on, let's take our break. And then on the other side, we'll see what happens after everyone else takes their break at night. See y'all shortly.
Okay.
And we're back. Thank you all for hanging in there. And, we got a pee too. What are you going to do? But we're all done. We're all drained, as it were. And you guys are sitting inside of the inn. Boros, Gunnar, Garrick, and Elowyn. Warm, toasty. You're eating your food. You're drinking your drink. You're sort of talking. Go ahead.
As I finish up, I'm going to ask the person that took our orders if I could get another plate of fish.
Oh, hungry are you? Yes, of course. She takes your plate and all the other plates that are empty and goes off to go get some more.
Thank you, miss.
Were you guys going to
And
talk to each other before nightfall, or?
that's still the plan.
Okay.
After I get the food, I'm going to transfer it onto one of my own plates, hand the plate back to them, and I'm going to head off to Kithris and hand him the plate of food
Okay.
without getting him in trouble.
Not allowed to eat. All right. You go out there. Kithris, you see Boros approaching you with a plate.
Can I smell it from here and be like,
Sure. Yeah.
fish since, well, not since Mom's dad died. We used to have fish all the time. Like goes
Aw.
into a little, little feeling. Look, he's already feeling a little homesick, and so yeah, this just like plays into it. He's like, oh yeah, I haven't had good fish in a minute. So
Yeah.
bring it. Come on, walk faster.
Fishy,
Faster,
fishy,
faster.
fishy, fishy.
I chuckle and I start.
Why are you
speed
dragging
walking
your
over.
feet?
I chuckle and I start speed walking over. Here you go, Kithris.
Good. And yeah, he'll just There's no need to stand on ceremony here. You just starts picking up fish and eating it right off the plate.
A guard
Yeah,
in
usually
the next wagon over. He's like, "Hey, can I get some fish?
Yeah, I got
Don't
you.
hold out on me. Oh yeah, come on over here. Bring me some fish. Fish.
Okay, yeah,
Fish.
and like
Bring it. I want fish."
yeah, he'll let Boros take over some of the fish that he's got on his plate.
Homie, you're the best purple-skinned person I've seen today. Woo! All right, eating me some fish, picking the bones out. Phew. This is great.
I head back over. Hopefully that will satisfy you until your shift is over. And then I'm going to head back over to Kithris. Hey, you've been doing a great job. I understand you haven't been away from Lehigh for this long, if
Well,
not ever.
she's kind of here, but not here. It's weird not having her like on my shoulder. I mean, she's not. Tell her I said
I'm
she's
in the
not like heavy,
trees.
but it feels weird. It's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder, literally, because she's not sitting on it constantly.
I get what you
It's
mean.
weird when she's not here, because normally I just talk to her, and for a long time, like when I was littler, I thought she was the voice in my head, but it was just my mom on my shoulder, because I would say stuff, and then she would respond and tell me, no, we don't do that, and now I say stuff, and now Craig gives me weird looks.
I do see where it could be very confusing for others who don't understand your situation.
Yeah,
you've
it's
been-
different.
You've been holding out very strong. I'm proud of you.
Is Mom doing okay?
She was acting a little weird today, but other than that,
Why are you making him worry? No, she's
What do you
messed
mean
up,
she's
man.
acting weird?
She's
Just
in the trees. She's dead. Her soul is gone.
You ever
She's
see
lost
Evil
her
Dead
past.
2?
I mean, we're not even close to the sea anymore, and so maybe she just needs to pray to Habbakuk and she'll be fine.
maybe.
Take her some fish. Like if she gets some fish and she makes her offering, like she'll be fine. She needs to get back in the swing of things. I don't think we've ever been this far inland for this long. It's weird. The coast is nice.
As of right now, I have no clue on where her exact location is. She's just somewhere over in that direction as I point off into the trees.
Well, yeah, that's where she goes. She turns into a cat. She sleeps in the tree. That's That's just how she lives life. That's normal.
Oh, my poor son. His whole world is going to be upended.
I'm waiting for Kithris and Lehi to be together, and Kithris to go to make like an offering to Habbakuk like he did at the little altar in town. And then she's like, "Yeah, we don't do that anymore."
But you can. You absolutely can. Mama is just more agnostic right now, and also, can you make me some good berry?
Yeah, come on over. I got Goodberry. Yeah, so no, I think she'll be fine. She's just she's doing mom stuff. But thank you for the fish. I appreciate it. I didn't think I was gonna get to go inside and eat. Because, of course we send the guy with scales and be like, no, you have to stay out here with not normal people, I guess. I don't know.
The guy that's like finishing up the bits of fish. I'm normal.
No, and you're great, and we're gonna be friends. We're gonna talk like. I just mean the other, the people in the inn. They start seeing scales, and everybody's like, So.
Everyone's like,
I had a feeling that
Thank you.
have a chance to grab some food before they stop cooking food. So I got some food for you. I'll
thank
get
you,
out
I
of your hair
appreciate it.
before I get you in any trouble with.
Do you need any
Wagon
coffee?
Master.
You good?
I'll take some coffee. I'm going to be up
Yeah,
late tonight.
I'll hand him over the bottle, and then I will cast a message to him and be like, "You're gonna be up late tonight. What are you guys doing sneaky stuff?"
Yeah, we're going to be inspecting internally. Dad, internally.
This is message. This is message. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be investigating around, seeing what could potentially be cultist wagons.
Oh no, dude, they're everywhere. I was out here looking while you guys were in. Everyone is a cultist. I don't know how I didn't see it before. I think the entire wagon train. It's everybody. Be careful.
I had a quick question for you too. How far away from apart are you guys standing?
I'd say like maybe
like normal conversation range.
Like normal conversation, but
like
all of this
maybe,
is in message.
Maybe like
this last part. Ever
this
since
is while I'm taking a swig.
Yeah,
okay.
I handed him the bottle and cast message when he's like, I'm gonna be up late, because then he was like,
I was really hoping that the whole thing was in message for the you guys were just staring
straight at each other.
Kithris already has enough problems with people thinking he's off. Like, he doesn't need that kind of noise.
People watching are like, they're in love. They're just longingly.
And just in the background, you're like, it's guy love. That's all it is.
Yeah. And you hear someone go past going, and they were both boys.
Yeah.
Never gonna give you up.
It's 100%. Yeah, no, it's just this last little bit where he's drinking coffee, just trying to make sure that everything's good. So, yeah, when Boros hands it back, it's like, all right, well, thanks for the fish. If there's more fish, I wouldn't say no to that. But yeah, thank you.
I'll try to get you some more before they close.
Yes. Hey,
I could use some more fish.
Yeah, get my friend some more fish, and I will hand. I'll hand Boros, like, I don't know. What would dinner cost here? Like, I'll hand him a couple silver, 5 silver.
It'd probably cost like 2 silver.
Okay, yeah, I'll hand him 5 silver then, and be like, bring back more fish for me and for my new best friend, and see if I can endear myself to this other guy.
Both of you are on guard watch. You don't have to pay.
Hey.
It's coming out of my pocket.
Thank you, Boros. And yeah.
And then I'm gonna head back over to the inn to get 2 more plates.
Okay. It'll take a little bit. Is there anything anyone else wanted to do while that's happening?
Well, while they're doing it, I'd probably ask Gunnar where he was from, because he looks like he's a barbarian. So I'm just wondering whereabouts Gunnar's from. Where are you from then, Gunnar?
I got my bio done. So you would have to show the map, Adam, and then I don't know if I wrote that down or not.
From Nordmaar. I just
Is
started.
that way to
looking
that's
at
way to the north,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. That's good. But, yeah. He'll just keep going because he just wants to know really where he's like whereabouts he's from because
Right.
he wants to know about the
It's the most
he knows
clipped, odd
well,
conversation.
from near
ever.
where he is.
Where
He
you
doesn't
from?
see that many barbarians around. So the only barbarians he knows is from where he was from. So
Right.
from Icewall and the Plains of Dust is all he
Right.
knows
Right.
really around that area. So he's just wondering if he knew anything about that area, and the invasion there. But he's from too far north.
Yeah, for sure.
Just a wee bit.
Okay. Well, the night progresses. You can get more food, Boros, and it comes and you can deliver it and stuff. It gets to the point where people are winding down. Most people are getting a spot in the common room, or they've paid a little extra to get their own sort of rooms on the second level of this roadside inn. A lot of people are just going back outside, sleeping under their wagons or in tents, in the backs of their wagons, just trying to get out of the rain, which is still continuously coming down. Not a downpour, but it's drizzling. Smells like stale beer. Someone definitely vomited out here as you walk outside for the minute. Are you guys sleeping? Are you going to try to sleep in the common room? Or are you going to sleep outside? What do you plan?
I plan on sleeping outside because some fishy shit is going on.
All right. Is anyone
And I
staying
wanna-
inside?
And I want to catch it first. I want to catch whoever's doing it red-handed.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably go outside, but while he's taking the food to them, I'm gonna probably try and stick to some shadows, and while he's got them distracted with food, I'll have a peer around, see what's going on.
Give me a stealth check, please.
$22.
Nice. So as he's bringing food out, and Kithris and the other guard that was sort of mooching are eating and just sort of BSing, you sneak around behind them. Boros, give me a perception check.
Yep. Perception. There you are. Nat 20, 22.
You see a shadow pass behind the wagons.
Is it a familiar shadow?
It's a shadow.
What? A familiar? You're like, I recognize that badonkadonk.
Is it a perfect cardboard cutout of Garrick?
Right, just like that Bigfoot photo.
Well, I mean, we both got 22.
That's why you saw something. But no, you wouldn't have seen him otherwise, but you do see something moving. You do know that he was going to be investigating as well as you tonight.
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. So as he's keeping him distracted, Garrick, can you just sort of explain what it is you're doing as you're sneaking around?
Well, I'm going to have a peer into that wagon while he's got him distracted. Just have a quick look inside it, see if he can see anything.
So you actually see the other guard at one of the third wagon over, longingly staring at the other people eating fish as the rain is coming down, and he's got his cloak over and he's sort of shaking a little, just shivering from the cold, just staring, wishing someone would give him fish. And you sort of lean over into the back.
Background.
Right. You're like looking into the back of the wagon. It looks like a bunch of cube crates all boarded up in the second one. As you move around silently to the were you going to try to crack any of the crates open?
Yeah, I'll try and crack one of the crates, have a little look inside, see if there's anything of interest.
So just using your hands, it seems like they're clearly nailed shut. You would have to use some sort of tool.
So, well, I've got thieves' tools, so I imagine I've got like a little crowbar in it with my.
So as you pull that out, I'm going to need a stealth check again to see if you can do that quietly.
Okay, sure.
Since I got a 22, do I see the guard that's just I'm a fish.
Yeah.
Staring off at me.
Yeah, but he's not the only one. I mean, there's a bunch of wagons going off into the night, and there's
Boros
guards
the
just
barmaid.
wandering
That's
around.
what it's going to be now.
Let's see.
Adventures
You got a
of Boros the
17. So you,
Yeah.
Well,
as you're opening it, hear this with the nail pulling out of the wood. It's loud to you, but it's not loud to anyone else. You got the rain, you got the conversation, and so you sort of
How-
crack it open and look inside. And as you look inside, you can see it is packed with these wrapped parcels. It just looks like, regular burlap type wrapping, but clearly what was spoken about when one of the other wagons rolled over and everything was sort of individually wrapped inside of it. It's varying shapes and sizes. It's kind of hard to see in the dark. Do you have night vision at all? You're human?
No, I don't. But I'll just pocket one of them.
So you get your
'Cause I'm
hand in
human.
there. You feel some things that are a little too big for the crack that you made in the one plank. So you grab something that can slide out, and do you try to open it or you just pocket it?
I'm just gonna pocket it.
Okay. And do you
I'll
try to
open it when I'm away.
you try to close it back
Try and
up?
shut it back down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're pushing the nail back in, you're hearing the of the wet wood as it's going back in, but no one else seems to be paying any attention to you. As you put it in, you sort of slink back down out of sight next to the wagon. Are you going to look at any of the other ones, or are you just going to keep with that one?
I'll try and make my way down to the one behind it if it looks.
Okay. Give me
See if
another
there's a
stealth
guard
check.
there.
before that continues, how many guards that have not eaten are out there?
You have no idea. I mean, as far as guards, you can count. There's 10 different wagons that are all just sort of lined up. And, each of them has a guard associated with them, but you don't know if they've eaten or not.
Who's longingly looking at?
Oh, just the
food that
third
I'm-
wagon guy.
Okay. I'll look at him, give him a thumbs up, and say, "Yeah, I'll bring you food."
Cheers!
And then I'm gonna go off and get him some food.
All right.
And with that is 10 silver, so that equates to 1 gold.
Garrick, did you want to go to the other wagon? Just give me another stealth check for that.
I say if Boros is walking off, I guess I assume it's not just standing in front of the wagon. I would do my little circuit around the wagon.
Yeah. He walks off. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I was gonna say my passive's 11, so for the most part I don't notice anything, and I still don't. It's a 7.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rain out here.
Yeah, it's
Muddy now.
definitely
crap.
You're looking for me in the trees, but you're looking for a cat. And you're like, what?
And
I
like
see
I'm
a
like I'm
Kender, but I don't see
randomly
any cats.
I'm randomly casting message off into the a direction Mom. Nope.
I did that too. My mom left me at Walmart as an adult.
Oh, jeez. You were an adult and your mom left you at Walmart?
Yeah, she was like, "You want to go to Walmart with me?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll go with you." And then she left me there.
I
And I
mean,
text
isn't
her, "Where
adult
are
kind of a
you?"
strong word, but
Cast
anyway.
message over the PA system.
Mom.
Can the
No,
owner
she
of
was
this
in her car
26-year-old meet us?
down the road. It was 5 minutes
Attention
before she
Walmart
got back to
shoppers,
me.
we have a
Jeez.
26-year-old looking for their mother. Please come
Mom.
claim her at the customer service desk. Thank you.
Right.
I remind her about it all the time.
Kithris, you don't notice anything. Garrick, you get to the next one, and it looks like, similar crates all sort of boarded up.
Okay. Well, I'll see if I can slip inside again.
Okay. It's pretty easy to get inside of the wagon. That's just part of your initial stealth roll. And as you get to a crate, you can actually see that this wagon is definitely the one that tipped over, because some of these crates have clearly been sort of hobbled back together with spare wood to close them up. And it's definitely one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I won't bother. Well, I'll have a little scoot around, but I'm not going to look at if there's anything sort of in the open. But if they're all crated, then
Yeah, everything's good.
I'll just I'll leave it.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to look in?
Well, so we've got 2 that we know for sure.
Mhm.
Just having a look, see if, because I've got prestidigitation, but that only lasts an hour, doesn't it? Yeah. If I've got anything that I could mark one of the wagons with, I'll probably actually just with my knife, I'll mark as I leave. I'll walk past the wagons and just mark both of them.
Okay.
Ones that I know, just like with a, I've got like, I suppose, thieves' camp. I just give it a little mark on the side of it with a dagger or something, just so I can know the ones I've checked and make my way back inside.
Cool. All right.
To the wall.
All right. You get back inside, no problem. You've marked the 2 wagons. Anything else anyone wants to do tonight? Okay.
Kithris would try to. Oh, go ahead.
After everyone starts hunkering down and it's only the guards that are awake, I'm going to also help lurk around.
Okay. Where do you want to look?
Since I presume the shadow was Garrick, since he said he's going to be lurking around, I'm going to work on the opposite end.
Okay, so you go.
Well, I'd probably message you as I was going back in because I know your name. So as long as we're 120 foot apart, I'll number the wagons from the front. I'll say like wagon 2 and 3 they're definitely dodgy.
I'll check them
Or
out.
transporting stolen goods.
You said you're going to check them out?
Oh. I thought he was meaning dodgy as in like...
No,
they've
I've
been
checked
acting a
them.
little weird.
No, I've checked them. They're both transporting stolen items.
So are you still going to go check the far end, Boros?
I'm gonna check the opposite side that he hasn't checked so far.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Yep. That is a 25.
Nice. As you exit the inn, you see that a number of people are moving out to go off to their camp spots or to go check on their horses or something. You easily disappear into the dark night. It's overcast. It's raining. People are not observing their surroundings as much as they might be otherwise. This seems like a pretty safe-ish place, seemingly. And so you sort of duck out. It takes you about 10 minutes to get to the end quietly as you're like slowly moving around, doing your best to duck any guards' eyes.
As I'm making my way through, I'm going to quietly place down the plate of fish next to the one guard and then continue my way downwards.
Like without him knowing?
Without him knowing. He'll smell it eventually, but he won't see or hear me drop it.
Right, but then you're letting them know that someone's sneaking around.
Oh, well, then.
Otherwise, you just have a plate of fish with you that will definitely be smelling and letting people know you're there.
Then I'm going to walk up to him, not sneakily, hand it to him once he's, oh, wow, yay, nom, nom, nom. I'm going to wander off into the distance, stealth, and then do my thing.
Okay. Yeah, that works. All right, so you get to the end wagon. You can tell that there's people. Their eyes are more focused on the road and the inn area than they are behind the wagons. So it's pretty easy to sneak up into it. What is your exact plan when you're getting to this wagon? What are you looking at?
I'm going to get inside and see if I could find anything that would lead to the cult or any stolen goods from the previous towns that we've been to.
Right. Okay. So you climb into this canopied wagon from the actual driver's part on the front of it, and you sort of slowly, quietly go inside, and it looks like there's a bunch of sort of barrels lined up on either side, and they're sort of strapped to the outer edges of the wagon, and inside there's tighter sort of bundled rolls. It looks like it's some sort of like steel or just something that's sort of bundled up It looks very, very, each bundle looks like it's pretty heavy, and they're sort of stacking on each other. On close inspection, you can see that those wrapped bundles are clearly swords of some, various qualities. None of them striking, but all just a whole bunch of weapons. So you've got like long swords, and you've got like like steel framed clubs, all sorts of flails and mace. Just a whole bunch of weapons all wrapped together. And the barrels what's that?
Do any of the weapons have like an emblem or an engraving of like any blacksmith from previous towns, or
You've never taken
the
study
insignia?
I mean, give me a perception check, but it's more than unlikely that you would have any idea about an individual random blacksmith's markings. Yeah, I mean,
12.
you just don't. You clearly see markings, but you would have no idea where they would come from. Ultimately, you can tell that there's a bunch of that, which in and of itself, if it's a blacksmith, then, of course they would want to go and sell their trade up in Hargoth. So it would make sense that would be there. There's also just a bunch of barrels on the outsides.
Okay, but all of them have just various weapons.
No, so on the outside of the barrels, inside the wagon, on the inside of the wagon are the bundles that are the weapons. And those are the two main things that are in here. I mean, you could, if you want to try to open a barrel, you can try that.
I will open a barrel.
Do you have anything to open them with?
I have a shovel.
Okay, so give me a stealth check -5. So you take your shovel and you just like jam it, trying to get it between the boards, and you hear a crack and a "what the hell? Is someone in there?" And you see a bullseye lantern start spraying the light inside of there. Give me a stealth check if you're going to try to hide.
17.
So you're hiding as best as you can. I don't know why Siri is listening to me. I don't like it. And the bullseye lantern is just sort of spanning the air. Oh, I thought I heard something. All right. He sort of walks around the back of the wagon, checking it out, making sure. But yeah, you clearly flubbed that, and now he's on alert, actively looking around.
When I no longer see the brightest form of the bullseye lantern, I'm going to sneak out, make my way to the next cart.
Okay. You can pretty easily sneak away. Go to the next one. Give me another stealth check.
23.
So as you get over there and you climb up in, you see a bunch more crates. Just sort of square crates, all locked and boarded.
Okay. Anything that's just laying on the outside of the crates?
No, they're actually piled in pretty tightly and like bound down to the actual wagon itself.
Okay. Would I be able to pry any of the
You can
top
try
layer crates open? Stealth -5.
with your shovel. You hear this loud crack clang as your shovel like flips outside of between the boards, and instantly the guard's like, "Whoa, whoa!" And the other guard from the wagon next to him are like, "Yeah, I heard that in mine too. What the hell's going on? Someone's out here." Give me a stealth check to see if you can hide from them.
I hear
How
that
far
from-
away? How far away is all this happening from?
Oh, this is like
Kithris.
8 wagons from you. This is like way
Okay, I
down.
don't care
Oh.
then.
All right, so you got a 15. They do not spot you, but they are actively looking for someone. They definitely think someone's in here, like someone's messing with their goods.
When I have an opportunity, I am going to sneak out and eventually meet up with Garrick.
Okay. Yeah, you can eventually get out and away. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's super dark. It's very hard for them to see through the rain and just the sheer darkness of it away from the tavern and all the light of fires and stuff. All they have is their one little spot lantern. So you get out, you get away, you go back to the inn, or you're meeting up with Garrett, like wherever you guys are going to be camping.
We probably should have talked about where we would meet up, but hindsight's always 2020. I'm gonna make my way over to the tavern and then walk out acting like I was never out of the tavern.
Okay. Garrick, are you in the tavern with everyone else, or?
Yeah, I'm in the tavern with everyone else.
Okay.
Oh, if you're in the tavern,
All right, so you go in the tavern. You
Yeah,
guys are all
in the
together. Is there
tavern.
anything else you're going to be doing tonight?
Probably go out and camp somewhere. And then when we're on our own, we can look at what I found.
Right.
I don't want to open it here.
Yeah. So you go off to your camp. Everyone's winding down for the night.
Yeah, well, unwrap what we found.
Okay.
And then Kithris would do something here.
Oh, go ahead.
Didn't mean to roll that.
At whatever point Kithris is like relieved of guard duty, he would look for this other guy that we were given fish to that was the next cart over. Is that, or am I going to be out here all night?
You've been out here for a few hours now.
Okay, so it would just be, I mean, at whatever point. So if there's other things that need to happen first, that's fine. Like just at whatever point,
Well, this
like
can happen when
Kithris
Boros
was
is doing his thing.
okay. So yeah, Kithris would just go up to the guy and be like, "Hey, that fish was really good, huh?"
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, we're pretty far inland from the coast, but yeah, it's pretty good fish. I'm Kithris, by the way.
How's it going? My name's Samuel.
Good to meet you, Sam.
No, it's Samuel.
Samuel. Oh, I apologize. Who are you working for? Are you working for that a Crenny guy or the weird lady that sells wood?
No, I don't know of any lady that sells wood. A Crenny? No, I don't work for him. I'm working for this wagon master here.
Oh, who's that?
Why are you asking?
I mean, we're all just wandering here together. It's like, when we get to the end of this, I assume that they're not gonna need more people. Maybe there's like other jobs. Could use
Right.
some
Sorry,
friends.
I'm suspicious. I mean, it's my job. I'm a guard. So anyway,
Right.
no, my wagon master's name is Blanche. She's actually pretty great.
Oh, cool. Are they just? I think we're going all the way to Hergoth. Is that where you guys are headed?
Yeah, we're heading up there.
Do you know what you're doing after that, or like, is there, like, if these guys break up when we get to to Hergoth, I need something else.
They didn't tell you where you're going?
Every time I ask any question, I'm told to shut up and do my job, and I'll get paid later.
Yeah. Look, they should have probably told you something by now. We're only a few days away, to be quite honest. After we hit Gander.
I've never been this far north, so yeah, I don't even know where we're at.
Huh. Yeah, I've never been in this northern Salamnia area of Coastland either. I'm actually originally down from Abanasinia. The weather down there is just a lot better than this wet misery next to the coast here.
And there was like,
Just kinda
2
miss it.
days when it was dry, and then it started raining again?
Yeah. I
horrible.
blame the dragon overlords. They're messing with the entire climate, and then we mortals just have to sort of suck it up. And you know what? Sometimes I get tired of it. Sometimes I just want to say, you know what?
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like the gods don't care as much about us. They're just, they're doing the god stuff, and what are
Right.
we to them, ants?
For now. Yeah. No, we're gonna be splitting up once we hit Gander. Yeah, they should be telling you here pretty soon. It's only a couple more days, and then we can get rid of this stupid caravan and all these hillbillies that are traveling with us.
That's a pretty interesting group, but I guess, safer in bigger numbers, so.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything to worry about, man. They're the ones that need to worry, not us.
I totally agree. So anyway, hey, I know it's good meeting you. Maybe we'll catch up later.
Yeah, take care, man.
As I have this conversation, like Robert already has feelings about this, but can Kithers like insight this to see like he feels like this is probably another cultist, just kind of.
It
way
seems
he's
like
speaking
it, yeah.
Yeah. So he's just like okay, so he's kind of like he'll take note of that like this is probably one of the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he'll just go off. He was just he was hoping that the fish bought him some good grace, goodwill
Yeah.
to have a conversation. So yeah, perfect.
Definitely. Okay. So you guys unwrap the parcel. Inside of it, you see what is a rolled up scroll case. And as you, well, I don't know. Do you open it?
Yeah.
So as you open up this scroll case, it looks like a painting, like this beautiful sort of painting of a coastline with trees, and you can see three moons, which is weird because you only know of a silver and a red moon, but there is like this black moon in the painting as well. And it's got this nice little tower off in the distance. It's just a really nice looking painting that's like a canvas painting that's been rolled up. Whoa.
All right, now I'm evil. Everybody, listen to me.
So we lost Garrick. No, we lost Gunnar.
No, we lost Gunnar, but that was a spot on Garrick. I didn't even know until I looked at the camera who it was. It's perfect.
Thank you.
Looks like he's back. As soon as he gets his camera back on, it should fix itself.
Yeah. So that's what you see. I mean, it's a beautiful looking painting. I mean, it clearly looks like it's, of value. I mean, any paintings in this world, that takes money, canvas, oils, I mean, everything. So.
Right. Is there any way of us? Oh no. So we know that this group have been stealing items. This cult have been stealing items to sell, haven't they? So
yeah, you're not sure why or where it's going, but you know that they've been. I mean, they're headed north on this caravan. You know that they're transporting now. You know that they're transporting all of the goods that they've been collecting for some reason. The whys you're not entirely sure of, but.
okay, well we'll stow it. We'll stow it in a backpack or something.
Okay.
What thoughts do you guys have on this?
Oh, Chris's PC crashed entirely. So, you guys have thoughts?
I'm still in the trees, right? It's still nighttime, or is it day?
It's nighttime.
All right, I'm in the trees. Unless I heard anything going on.
I mean, you heard the
We
regular
can camp
cacophony.
near your tree if you want to see.
I'm still in the trees, but I'm just much closer now, and I'm just like, what did you guys do? What?
Oh, we went searching the caravans. We found two of them that are clearly cultists.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of them around. That's the whole point of this, right?
Yeah, but we just needed to know which ones are which.
So what was the commotion about?
I don't know. I was quite quiet.
Boros' head going back and forth is killing me. All right, I'll pop down and
Gunnar
hang
said he's
out
coming
with
back.
friend.
Okay.
I'll be with my sneaky friend.
Boros, you can
Lehigh.
explain the kerfuffle?
Boros.
Welcome back. Boros, you're muted.
Garrick, you suddenly have a lot more facial hair. It's weird. You looked really clean shaven there for a minute.
Yeah, I got taken over by an evil witch for a moment.
That tracks.
Okay, so
That means y'all didn't hear what I was saying earlier then.
no.
You were muted.
But for future reference for everyone, shovels do not make good pry bars.
No.
Man, I wish Kithris was here for this conversation.
Okay. Anything else for the night?
And then the very last caravan having a geometric crap ton of weapons. I wasn't able to really see anything else.
Yep. Okay.
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 Do
Well,
you
I'm
need a weapon? Or like do you why a shovel, my guy?
You're not here. I can't hear you or answer that. Unless you're directly
She said she
messaging
came
me.
down to the camp.
I did.
Oh. Never mind. I redact my statement.
Okay.
Because I don't have a pry bar.
I'm gonna give you this spear, and you just go ahead and use that next time.
I would
know if-
say above game, Lehigh would know that Kithris has like a thieves' kit and a
No.
crowbar and that kind of stuff. So
Oh, you should ask Kithris next time if you can borrow his.
One, I was not tracking that he had a crowbar. Two, it would look very suspicious if someone who's actively standing watch just hands over a crowbar to someone who's
No, that's
been accused of murdering.
that's so normal. What? Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
We'll get you one.
We'll get you squared away. Don't you worry. Yeah, thieving days ahead of you. All right, so
We'll
the rest of
find
the night goes fine. By morning, the temperature has dropped significantly, almost 10 full degrees, and it's getting really, really cold. You actually see a little bit of frost on the ground in the morning that is quickly sort of melted away as the rains sort of take on renewed vigor. And you notice that the wagon train that you guys did work at now actually has the people from the inn that nodded to you when you entered working as guards there. And they're very sort of put together and vibrant. They haven't been on the road for weeks, you know, the misery of the road.
hold on, are we not put together?
No.
No. Was
I
that
don't know,
apparent to
you might
everyone?
be, I don't know.
We are not.
We're a ragtag group.
But it looks like, you know, you've been replaced by this brand new group that is now walking around. As you guys are sort of getting ready to go and the caravan starts to leave the roadside inn, you can hear them talking about their great warriors who have faced off against mighty beasts. And, you know, they've taken down a nearby clan of goblins themselves. And they're just, you know, looks like you're not the only warriors in the caravan anymore.
I'm gonna look over at Lehigh. Look at the little babies. In like a little
Aw.
whisper.
Yeah, they look so sweet. So full of hope.
It'll be
eventually
dashed
take that-
soon.
They'll eventually take down a troll.
I wonder if one of them's a race that nobody likes. Gotta be one.
They're all
All
very.
she's doing is she's looking for another Kender. She's like, me Kender, you Kender, you're the problem.
Don't forget, we have 3 races nobody likes.
Right,
Draconian,
yeah.
Kender,
Okay, well,
Tiefling.
we can't ask for all 3. That's way too much to ask the DM for. Like,
Yeah.
we could maybe get one other hateful race up in here. That's gonna be it.
No, this is made
He's like-
of a human male, a female Kender, a female elf, another female human, and a male dwarf.
Lehigh has a scapegoat now.
I have a friend.
So
We're gonna
they're
steal
they're all
everything.
They're all sitting on the wagon, or they're walking next to the wagon, just sort of talking to the wagon driver, and any other people walking by, sharing stories of high adventure and danger. What do you guys do for the next day? Anything of interest?
Well, I'll just go out hunting as normal.
All right, you want to
See
give me a
if we can
survival
get
save?
anything for lunch.
Kithris would ask Acker at some point if he can, just be like, hey boss, I don't think I've ever been this far north. We're going to Hargoth. How far is that? Like I've never been this far north.
He's like, Hargoth is another gosh, we're looking at 3 more weeks.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 3 weeks.
You don't like life on the trail?
I mean, it's kind of boring some days. Like,
It's a nightmare. This sucks. You can say it. It's okay. I hate it too. But we have to transport
okay,
this
good.
stuff.
We're on the same page.
But don't worry about it. We're not going to Hargoth. We're going to be deviating from Gander. Everything will be fine.
Oh, where's Gander at?
Oh, it's
'Cause
just about a week.
I was gonna say I don't think Kithris has probably never been this far north, knowing how it is growing up with a Kender. Like, I don't even think he knows what. Like, now people are just saying names that he's like, yeah, I don't know what that is. So
It's a place, I think.
yeah, what was the name of this thing, just so I can write it down? Sorry.
You're
town.
headed toward Hargoth. Gander is where you're believed to deviate the trail.
Cool. Thank you.
Take a gander.
Take a gander, gander. All right, so the next day, you guys going to do anything spectacular?
Well, I
Oh,
went
just
out hunting, I think.
Yeah, and you
So,
did
just to-
find some food to bring back.
Just to
Yeah.
keep up appearances, I'm going to do my normal routine. Cook breakfast and play on my lyre.
Okay. Elowyn, are you going to do anything?
No, just try to be helpful.
Okay. And Gunnar, you've been very, very quiet. You had a thing stolen from you and you just gave it up.
Because my ring is gone. I'm just hanging out. I kind of just figured that ring is pretty much gone now at this point. But it's still on the top of my mind. So I'm just hanging out at the bar, eating and drinking.
Oh, everyone's left on the caravan. This is the next day of the caravan.
Oh, then yeah. So then I'm meeting up with Chris's at that point.
All right.
Gunnar spent the night in the bar going, "They stole our precious, didn't they? Come back, precious, come back."
Taking
Master
people's
Silver
fish and
Harvest.
just hanging it in his mouth.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I envisioned. Like, kind of squatted on top of the bar. Yeah, it wasn't good.
Okay.
It was a low point.
All right.
Precious.
I mean, nothing really happens for the next day, unless there's anything that you guys want to do. So that day
I'll
passes.
just keep.
Yeah.
Kithris will at some point, if he catches sight of, somebody else in his original party here, maybe Garrick, because I think he looks at Garrick as knowing more about like this area. He knows that Mom won't know anything about this. So, like, if he catches Garrick, he'll cast message and just be like, I think we're leaving at Gander, wherever that is. Oh, I'm sorry. I think we're leaving when we get to Gander. Wherever Gander is.
What do you mean you're leaving?
They said we're gonna break off, so that's an easy way to figure out who the cult is.
All right. Well, we'll have to make plans. Maybe we'll leave the road
Don't get caught.
when you get to Gander. When you get to Gander, we'll leave the road with you. Well, we'll trail you, I guess.
Yep. So he would just pass that information along so that the rest of the group has it.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell the rest of the group that it seems that the cultists are leaving at that point, or at least Kithris' wagon is.
Right.
I see. It seems it would be wise to keep a 200, 300 yard pace behind him. Less likely to be spotted.
So you know in the next couple days you're going to be arriving at Whitdell, which is this sort of podunk little town. But it'll be nice to stretch your legs a little bit from the long road, maybe sleep in an actual bed if you want to. It's a small little village, but it is a village and it's not the open road, so it's entirely up to you guys what you want to do when you get there. But yeah, the next day goes uneventful. The day after that, do you guys do anything spectacular?
I'm gonna pull Lehigh off to the side and ask if she's all right, because she's been a little off the past many days. I haven't seen her transform into a cat, perch on her favorite spot.
She hasn't trampled anyone.
Everyone's like, the cat is sick. We don't know what's going on.
So I'm just having a one-on-one.
There was
I'm
a distinct
okay.
lack of like hairballs that had been coughed up around camp.
I'm good. I'm just dealing with kind of society, and I think I'm kind of sick of trying to prove myself good all the time, and yeah, so I'm just chilling. How are you doing, bud?
Are you sure that's the only issue?
Yeah.
I have a sinking suspicion that it goes a little deeper than just frustrated with how people have been treating you.
Fun. Where is it?
She's like, I don't know you. I'm not opening it up to your ass.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine, bud. I'm so fine. 18 on deception.
Nice.
Yeah, we're playing D&D now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you.
You believe her. You're like, all right, well, I misunderstood.
Yeah, I'm all good. If you see Kithris, let him know Habbakuk is cool still. Don't want him freaking out. Bye.
Super great deception.
If you ever need to talk, I'm always open ears.
Well, I think I'll take Lehigh out on a hunt with us.
Ooh, yeah, let's do some hunting.
Explain to her what all the movement of the trees and the undergrowth, and how the land breathes.
This is the birth of tree.
How to show her how to track those sorts of things.
Right.
Trees' origin stories.
I mean, as a druid, she's very familiar with a lot of this. She's just in between gods at the moment, so
Yeah, I know,
still has a lot of
but
skill
obviously
I didn't do a good job tracking. I tried to roll for it.
But just showing her, because I'm a ranger, showing her the way that Chislev moves in the environment.
I've been an ocean druid.
How it's all about, how things are neutral, and just because something's a predator, it's not evil. Just because something's an innocent little bird doesn't make it just good. They can give up your position. So
that's a good point. Yeah, I love that, and I'm definitely taking it in, because I feel like you said you're a ranger, right? Rangers are just like, I feel like druids who just can't turn into animals right now, and that's basically where I'm sitting. So this makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, despite
did we
Lehi's
get anything?
Poor animal handling, can you give me a survival, Lehi?
Yeah. Let's go.
I'll give her the help action.
Shoot. Okay, that's good. So I get to roll again? Is that what
Yeah,
help does?
Yeah, roll again with it and just have that be the advantage roll. So
Okay,
whichever is
cool.
higher. Yeah, so that
18.
one's higher. So yeah, he gives you a few pointers about what to look for. You start tracking a small little rabbit, and you end up finding the rabbit and
And we
capturing it.
get it.
Yeah.
And killing it.
Yeah.
And we're taking it home for soup.
Nice. Okay. So it's just spending the time in the wilderness, just doing your best, because in the back of your head you don't want to abandon the way your lifestyle. You clearly wanted to move to a different god. You just need to find a way of connecting with that god. Traditionally, there's groups, there's temples and stuff like that spattered throughout towns, and that's really where most people learn about the gods and connect with them. You're sort of in the middle of this adventure, and so you're doing your best to just be open to receiving, something. And as you're sort of gutting out this rabbit, you can see that the insides of it have like these worms, and in its intestines and in its stomach lining. And these worms are sort of breaking through, and you're getting this clear indication of disease. You feel as if, have you ever had tunnel vision in real life?
Oh yeah.
So you've sort of like pulled outside, and you're just seeing these two little holes where your eyes are in this surrounding darkness where your conscious mind is, as you were noticing this sort of creatures coming out. And you just hear this cold sort of presence make itself known to you. Would you like power over disease? I could use an acolyte like you.
Something tells me this isn't the god I was looking for.
Be open, and I will show you life. I will show you how to control others. Spread this diseased rabbit, and you will be my new acolyte. And you sort of zoom back into yourself.
All right. Well, that was bad. I turn to Garrick and I go, this one's gross. I don't think we should eat this.
Can I see that it's full of disease?
Yeah, it's clearly diseased.
Yeah, no. That's not edible.
That's okay. Poor guy.
That's all right. We can leave it for the other ones.
I'm
We'll
just
get
worried
another
that it'll
scavenger
spread
hunt.
anything. So do we have anything that we can fireball this with? I used to be able to do that with my hands, but not anymore. Yeah. I don't want it to spread to the wilderness.
Let's dig a hole. Shove it in
We're gonna
there.
dig a hole.
Where's
Let the
Boros when
worms
you need a
take it.
shovel?
All right.
Isn't that
I'm
shovel
gonna have
like
to dig with a
100%
spear.
toast? Isn't that shovel like 100% toast at this point? Like
It's
Yeah,
like
you
bent
ruined it.
the opposite way.
He ruined it.
so now it's like it's the equivalent of a garden trowel. So like you can
Yeah.
dig a hole with it, but it's gonna take some time.
It's fine. It works.
You can
It
hammer
took
it
me
back in
forever to
place.
dig that hole.
Yeah.
I'm a small Kender.
All right.
The only
so
thing damaged was the other things.
So back at camp,
Mostly
you
his
guys can
pride.
bury the rabbit without any problem. Though there's probably a systemic issue here. If the rabbit's diseased, there's something else diseased out here too. It usually just doesn't appear out of nowhere,
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll look for root vegetables and berries and things on our way home.
Okay. You find some for sure. Anything anyone else is doing back at camp? The caravan, I mean, as you're moving along?
I'm just going to be playing on my lyre since there's lyre and foraging for herbs along the way in between songs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
I'd like to forage too.
All right. Give me a survival check. Same with you, Boros.
18.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, so you guys go off and you find some, stuff you can use for herbs or, use some food, some vegetables and stuff. It shouldn't be any issue. Give me a perception check, Elowyn.
Oh. Spooky spiritual things are around.
Dang it.
So you guys come back. You have a bunch of food with you. You feel like you're good to go. Anything else for the day?
I'm going to continue playing my lyre until we settle for the day.
All right, you settle for the day. The night goes uneventful. The next day comes. Do you guys do anything exciting?
I'm just
Kithris
going
is
to keep
just
an
working.
ear out.
What's that, Kithris?
So Kithris is just working, trying to be like he may try to talk to some of the other guards just to figure out like same kind of things. Like I'm not from around here. What's where we headed? He's just mostly just trying to, I guess, keep looking around to see if he can find other cultists. But everyone's a cultist, so fine.
It's fine. It's okay. All right. Well, the next day goes by and nothing seems to happen at all. You start getting into another roadside inn just before you know you're going to be hitting the small town of Whitdale. And this roadside inn, you guys have been going for days of just cold, bitter rain. In the morning, it's frost. The downpour of rain gets rid of the frost because at nighttime it was, sort of moving more into like the snow region. And then it comes back to just pure, cold, wet agony. You're hearing boasts from the new adventures and everyone's warming up to them. It's like a stark contrast from how you guys were with that wagon to how these people are with the wagon, like A and B, like completely different. You guys get to this next roadside inn and everyone's freezing by the time you get there. It's all sundown. People are going up to the inn and the innkeeper is turning them away. Sorry, the inn is full. You have to go have your baby in the manger. You can't do it here.
Dang it, you beat me to the reference.
What do you mean there's no fish? I just want some fish. Kithris just mad because they're not letting anybody in. Nobody gets dinner now.
You see some of the people like, what? Like looking in the windows, it's completely empty. There's one table. How come you won't let us in? Like they paid for the entire inn. They said they didn't want any company, so I can't let you in. I'm sorry. I need to get paid too. So.
Okay, but like, who paid for the entire inn? This is crazy.
I understand that you do not like this, but these patrons paid for it for their privacy for the entire inn for the night, and I can't, in good conscience, go against my agreement with them. We didn't know that your caravan was coming.
I'll give you 200 steel to let us all in.
He like looks back and you can see the table like leaning back and sort of smiling. No, sorry, little Kender. You're going to have to enjoy yourself outside. Looks cold.
250. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the owner of this place. 250.
They
Let us all
stand
in.
up and they grab the door. They're like, "Oh no, we have an accord, do we not?" And he's like,
300.
"Yes, we have an accord." And he slowly
300 steel.
closes the door with his eyes. It could be 800. Because that's a number.
800's not a number.
801.
That's not. You said that 800 was a number, and that I did good on my math test. What are you saying?
Oh, that was a long time ago. Rules have changed. Okay, so as he's looking at me through the door, being a little turd, I use Kender taunt, and I say, "Money's not going to save you forever. Your friends don't actually love you." And he has to make a wisdom saving check.
Wait, so
does it have the
Kenders just
DC in
get-
there?
13.
Do Kenders
he
just
rolled
get
a
vicious
13.
mockery?
So you can see his face going red. He's like, "Enjoy the cold, Kender." He locks the door. He's like, "Get us some more ale." And they go
This is-
and they're standing in the window, staring out at everyone, just freezing in shock. And a lot of people are like, "You have 200 steel on you?"
I'm a very good liar.
All right, this Kender had 200 steel. 200? Who has 200 steel? And the word is like spreading throughout the crowd of the caravan.
As like a little crack shot, I'm gonna shout loud enough for the pompous dude to hear. You're none of your best friend's best friend, and that he's going to need to make a wisdom saving throw
Why?
of 14. Vicious mockery.
Give me the details. Do you have to be in like a certain
I
range
think
of
they
him?
just have to hear you. Like that's vicious mockery. I think is just they have to hear you. I think is it.
60 feet, anyone within line of sight or
Ah.
can hear.
So that's going to be difficult because they are beyond a barrier of the closed door, and there is a cacophony of everyone around. So I'm going to give you a percentile chance here.
Or
Yeah, yeah. He's staring off. So you said it was a 14?
Wisdom 14.
He made it.
this guy. Okay, is this a 2-story building?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet. Hey Boros, will you give me a lift real quick over in the corner? I want to get up on the second floor real quick. No reason.
This has
Oh,
been the
sure.
most tame session that this group has ever had. And then Adam's like, "You can't come in," and we're like, "We are gonna burn this bitch."
I
to
hate.
the
I am
ground.
so close to burning it down.
Well, you see that as you guys are talking about lifting you up, he's not 12 feet to be able to lift you up to the next level.
I can. I am very light.
You can turn into a
I'm se-
lighter Kender with 200
I'm
steel
se-
weighing you down.
I'm 7 feet tall with probably like a 3-foot arm span or something.
So while you guys
So-
are talking about that, you can hear the caravan group getting very upset, understandably, in the cold in the night. And they look over at the new adventurers like, "Hey, you guys are accomplished adventurers. How about you go in there and whip their ass? Like, let us inside. Make them let us inside." And they're like, "Well, we don't, it's not that, we don't just go around beating people up. We have to have a good reason for it. And, aside from the sheer downpour, it's actually not so bad out here. We could probably just stay outside in tents another night. It should be fine."
And this is where the murder hobos make up some ground, kids.
This is why.
They don't sound like
Two
good
dudes won't
adventurers.
do it. Where's those murdering dudes? They'll open this up.
I want to get up on the
No one
roof.
likes a goody two shoes.
So give me a perception check, Lehigh, please.
Thank you, Kender. Ooh, dirty 21.
So you're like sort of casing the joint, and for lack of a better term, sort of walking around the edges, trying to see how you could get up to the second level. And you see that once you go off around the edge, let's, oops. Where did there it is. I'm going to show you the battle map.
The first time we've seen the map all session.
I know. I actually clicked out of the map. I didn't think we were using it.
Well, we might not, apparently.
I see it.
Do you do? I don't. What the heck?
Yeah.
I can't
Well,
even see
only
my
I
own
need
map.
to see it.
What
see
is
it.
happening? Why can't I see it?
I see that there's 4 veterans inside a tavern and all of us standing outside.
Refresh it.
I've been doing. There we go. There we
There you
go.
go.
All right,
Okay.
Lehigh. Let me zoom out here. So you can see around the. I can't ping it because this is a D&D map. Around this
Yes.
area where the fireplace is warming the interior.
Yeah.
You could it has like stones on the outside that you could probably free climb and get up to the second level if you needed to.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to let the rebel rousers rouse rabble and be a distraction and just go over here.
Okay. So, are you going to try to climb, or are you just
Yeah, I'm climbing it.
give me an athletics check, unless you have something else you're going to be using for climbing. You're gonna have disadvantage because of
No.
the rain. So go ahead and roll twice.
Okay. There's one. That's a nat 28. I
Ooh.
can't stand you right now.
Ooh. So
Lehigh
you
wants in.
And another
grab-
nat 20. And another nat 20.
That's
It's
good.
2 nat 20s in a row.
So you start
Are you-
climbing up without any issue. You get into the second level, and the second level looks like it's mainly for storage. It's not like sleeping rooms or anything that you're seeing in this area. As you sort of get up there, you see that there's a single paned window that sort of opens inside from
What
an
way is
inner
that window
latch.
facing?
A minute. So give me you're not a thief. Give me an attack roll.
Performance. Oh.
Yeah, performance won't do it. You have to break
I'll
a
just
lock to get in
roll
here.
a d20.
Well, you
do
literally
have
have to
two
attack it
20s
because
in
you
a
can't
row.
break a lock.
Oh, okay.
And a 1, 2 20s.
No,
and a
that
1?
was that wasn't an attack. That was just me rolling a d20.
Okay.
The real question is did those nat 20s come from Cheslev or the weird creepy demon voice in the woods?
They come from my own soul. I'm gonna use my clockwork amulet and
To-
just take a 10 on this
To do what?
if I can. To try to break the lock, all right? With my hoopek, my staff. Because the one was just a random roll of the d20. You told me to attack it.
Yeah, you said something about a clockwork amulet. I don't know what that does.
Yeah, my son gave it to me. This copper amulet contains tiny interlocking gears, blah blah blah. When you make an attack roll while wearing the amulet, you can forego the d20 roll to get a 10 on the dice.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Would that do it?
What's your proficiency bonus addition to it?
To attacking?
Yeah.
With
You said with your hoopak, right? Because
yeah,
you're
so
taking
plus
10 for
2.
the roll, but you still have the attack modifiers.
Yeah. So plus 2 for my proficiency bonus.
Okay, you smack the lock and it does not break.
Shoot. Okay. Does it look like I can break in the window?
You could shatter the window for sure.
I'll shatter the window and get in there.
All right, give me an attack roll. Assuming you can hit it.
Oh my goodness. What is this? D&D? What? Attack. Why isn't it working?
You want a shovel? It's good at breaking things.
You can't.
Do you want a shovel?
It
want a bent
literally
I'm not
won't.
seeing anything. Yeah.
It
So
won't
while
let
you're
me.
trying to bash through the single pane of glass, which is just seemingly not happening,
I have
what's
an
everyone else
enhanced
doing?
unarmed strike. So how about that?
That
Bloody your fist as you shatter the glass and you crawl into this upper room that looks like it's just for storage above the main
Perfect.
room. All right, so the rest of you, the Kender's missing in the crowd. There's a massive crowd around. They're trying to get these new adventures that have been boasting about everything they've been able to accomplish, but they clearly are refusing to help. What do you do?
Githris is gonna look to his boss first and be like, do we need to get in here? Are we good? What are we doing?
I'm not sure I want to upset wealthy merchants. I think we can probably just stay in our tents and our, you're going to be pulling guard duty tonight, so you'll be wet, but you've got your scales to protect you, right?
Yeah, you keep saying that, but it's still really wet out here. He'll go to guard duty.
So a lot of the caravan starts to filter away, and you see the heroes that were hired on to replace you guys as the guards sort of go back. Well, I guess we'll just go guard the wagon then. And everyone's like, what the? Come on! You're just going to let them get away with? Why do the rich get to do whatever they want? Let us in! Start banging on the door, and you just heard like giggling coming through the doorway. They seem like they're enjoying this very, very much. All right, Lehigh, you're up there.
I'm gonna start throwing things down to the ground for people to come grab, like all willius nillius. If we're gonna sleep outside, we're gonna sleep outside with their stuff. And so
In
I'm
the
just
storage
chucking.
room, you're just like grabbing.
And throwing it out the window. Yeah, maybe they need this. That looks like it could be a bed. I don't know. What about that? I'm just chucking stuff out, and I yell out, "Hey, come and get it!"
Yeah, you are definitely shifting.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've chosen this for myself.
I've chosen this path.
Hmm. I thought about being evil there for a second. You guys are lucky.
You hear that warm, welcoming sound. We can still take care of the people inside.
I'm busy.
I can give you a boon to punish them.
Say more.
Look over in the corner. You sort of look over in
Okay.
the corner, and there's this small tankard. You're like, that's a special ale. It carries disease. Bring it down to them. Offer it to them.
To them?
Yes, they'll consume it.
You know what? Let's roll these bones. I'm gonna do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
More.
where
Keep going. Make it worse.
Oh, it will if it
this
goes
is
on.
where
It'll go
Lauren
on.
becomes.
So as
boil
you
up.
go over and you pick up this cask, you see like this ooze coming, like it's like the wood itself is sweating, and it's sort of like
Mhm.
covering your hands, and
Yeah.
you just instantly start just feeling vile and ill yourself. Give me a wisdom check or a constitution check. Saving throw.
Constitution. Oh. Oh, that was a 15. Butts. 8.
You
I die.
immediately vomit, and you can feel something infecting you as you pick it up and you start moving it. And you just feel this
Cool.
presence in your mind saying, you'll live if you continue to do it.
You know what?
You are mine
People have been
now.
poison. People have been evil to me my whole life. This is what happens when you're awful to somebody who's just doing their best. They eventually snap and poison a bunch of rich people. Let's do it.
So
Let's
as you
go.
start moving down the hallway that leads to the stairs, you see like there's rooms lining there's like 4 rooms lining the hallway, and the stairs at the far end. What's everyone outside doing? You can see people are complaining and whining.
Garrick's gonna head round the side of the building to see if there's a back entrance.
Okay.
Doesn't want to leave her around.
You know that there's a stable back there. It would be, that direction would be easier to go around to get to the stable itself. The stable is closed, but it's just a regular stable barn door, so you could open it if you needed to.
Well, I'll head all the way around and I'll try and open it. But
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have
I
any
don't wanna-
locks or anything. It's just, closed. So you sort of lift
Okay.
up a little wooden latch and open it. You see there's 4 horses in here, but no other animals.
Nice. And well, I'll have a look for a doorway into the back of the pub.
So as you walk in, you can see that there's a little cellar door right here, and there's a door that comes in, and there's like a little window right here, and it looks like there's another door on the far end. So you got 2 doors, 1 cellar entrance, and a window. Boros, as you go over there, you can see that there's a bunch of stuff that was thrown on the ground from somewhere, and you can see that there's a broken window up above next to the fireplace on the next level up. Gunnar and Elowyn, what are you 2 doing?
Just turned to Elowyn and says maybe we just follow Boros. Maybe just keep maybe somewhere right there. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm waiting on Lauren's return, or Lehi's return.
Okay. So, Lehi, you get to the upper stairs that come down. The stairs are going to end up coming down around this area, and you see like a little door here. And you have this sort of cask.
doing?
It's actually looks like a regular cask size in your arms because you're a little bit smaller, but to everyone else, it would just be like a half cask or something like that.
All right, and so you
So
guys
the
probably see me
doorway-
like pass.
Well, the only person out there is the crowd, and so they see you inside, like, oh, hey, let us in, let us in.
Probably could have done that, doing something else instead. And I walk in.
You can see, as soon as you walk in, the innkeeper's like, oh, you're not supposed to be in. You have the cask. And the veterans are just like, we would love to have a drink of that.
Okay,
Like,
come get it.
break the cask open. The innkeeper comes over and takes it from you, and you see him just, and sort of like twist up, just visually twist up in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
This is clearly happening, so.
Mm-hmm. Just all the way. Yeah.
They tap the cask, and everyone, it's like this thick, oily liquid, and they all drink it. You can see them all just start vomiting violently. They sort of drop to their knees, and all you hear in your head is this deep, resounding laughter. And just the voice saying over and over and over again, you're mine. You're mine.
Okay, are they dying? Are they dead?
No,
done with
they're
them?
active, violently like vomiting blood at this point.
But it's like too far gone, right?
Oh yeah, it's
Great.
They're diseased.
I take the rest of that cask and I throw it into the fire.
Oh boy. Okay. So you throw it into the fire. I'm going to need a dexterity check as it explodes out from you, blowing fiery logs, and just coals, throwing tables everywhere. And
Oh, I didn't make it. 11. Didn't do great.
So you take 11 damage from the explosion. You're sort of thrown back like 10 feet against the table, and you sort of drop down, and you can see fire starting to light the inside of this tavern up. Everyone inside is just sort of so weak. They're just staring up through like blood dripping out of their nose and eyes and mouths. And flames are starting to just burn in, and people outside are like freaking out and running away as they see through the windows the fire, and like them puking and stuff. Like, it's a plague! It's a plague! It's burning! The Kender's burning the place down!
Yes, it would seem like that. Oh, so I guess I will. What happened here?
One second.
Oh. I can pick me just all the way over.
Through actions, not desires.
All right. So, as I leave, how far is the fire? Where's the fire?
It's in this area right now, and it's rapidly spreading. You know, if it hits this area right here, it's going to be another explosion.
Awesome. I poke my head out and say, Boros, there's a lot of food over at the back door. I think we could get in there and get out with some stuff before the fire spreads too much. What do you say?
Everyone heard the explosion. A lot of the people saw you actually do it. On the backside, Garrick, what are you doing here? You hear this massive explosion.
Lehigh, what happened in there?
Well,
What was that explosion?
I'd want to have a look inside to see if Lehigh's caught or what's gone on, because I've not seen anything yet.
So as you enter, you see Lehigh through the inn, in the front of the inn, and then that door right there is still closed. It's never been opened, that you're right next to.
Okay, what are you doing? What's going on?
So they were sick. I had to cleanse them. I think there's probably food somewhere around here. Let's get that and get out of here.
You can see that she has this sort of like black pox coming from her hands up her arms.
Garrick or me?
Garrick.
What have you done? Well,
Nothing.
I'll have a look in, and
You can see a massive fire spreading rapidly, and as soon as it comes, you sort of open the door and peer in. It hits all of the dwarven spirits and ale side, and just busts out. The window right next to that actual bar area explodes outward with fire shooting out, and the fire's just spreading exponentially. From that point, you see the 4 veterans and the innkeeper, blood all pooled around them with gore and muck on the floor. They look like they were just died of some sort of insane disease or something, or poison.
okay. So I think that's probably then a loss. And there's this back room on the right hand side. Is there any entryway into there, or is that down where Lehigh is?
Yeah, there's a door where Lehigh is.
I'm about to run in there.
You know this place is on fire, right?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
head right out to the back, and I'll grab the 4 horses that are gonna be trapped,
Right.
and I'll try and lead them out.
Okay. Give me some animal handling check. And Boros, you do see, and so does Elowyn. Lehigh looks like she has some sort of like black boils going up her arms.
Lehigh, what have you done?
I took care of a problem. Now let's go. And I run back inside and into this other door.
So this is like a private bar area. There's no one tending it or anything.
Is
As
there
Lehigh
like
turns around and starts
provision?
running away, I want to reach my arm out and go, "What? No, God damn it!"
You grabbed her?
Don't touch me. Yeah, roll to hit. See if you grabbed me.
I'm not even close to you on the map.
Oh. Well,
So you go back there and you do see that there's, some sort of behind the bar, there's provisions that you could put together for, sort of like dry foods, like cured meats and cheeses and stuff.
hopefully at this point Boros has run in here and I can start chucking stuff at him. Here. Boo, boo, boo.
Does any of the stuff that she chucks at me have the black goo on it?
Yeah, am I
That was my
diseasing
concern.
everything
So
now?
as she throws it at you, do you try to catch it?
Do I see any of the black goo on it as it's flying at me?
No, you don't
We
see it.
caution him to be careful. We don't
It's
know
wrapped.
what she
I'm gonna-
touches is
These
contagious.
cheeses are wrapped.
I'm going to inspect everything she throws at me thoroughly to make sure there's no black goo on
So
it.
you do grab
We
it.
don't have time. There's a fire.
I
Yeah,
do.
there's a massive fire that's burning throughout that whole main area. You can hear timbers creaking and breaking. I mean, it's very, very bad. That first thing you catch, give me a wisdom saving throw or a constitution saving throw. I mean.
Constitution?
Sorry, I just had like a midlife crisis and now everyone's gonna die.
That's
You
a 4.
immediately feel ill and you just drop to your knees and start vomiting out. Just blah!
Oh no.
And you just
Okay.
hear laughter in your head.
I pick him up and I start pulling. Oh, he's gonna
Give
be
me
so
a
mad at me.
strength
I'm
check.
gonna get him sick.
Sick. You saw what happened to the veterans.
I'm gonna kill him on accident. Ooh, 11.
So you're dragging him as it's really not easy, but you're pulling him out. And Elowyn, as soon as she pulls him out, you see his entire face is covered in these black pox.
Wait,
And
is
he's
it,
like got
poison?
vomit and blood all over him.
He
Is it
can't be poisoned.
This isn't poison.
Dang it, it's never poison.
I'm resistant to poison.
This isn't poison.
I know, that's why I said
Oh.
I'll say it.
Sorry, I
So
forgot
what do you
I was
guys do?
gross.
You
Okay,
see he's actively vomiting. At this point, all of his food is out of his stomach and blood is starting to come out.
I move over here. I move away so Elowyn can get closer.
I'm gonna cast detect poison and disease. I guess.
What's the casting
But
time on that?
10 minutes.
You start, but you don't think
Well,
he's going to make it that
oh.
long.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
You saw how fast the veterans died.
But she's not in the same condition as him.
Exactly.
Oh no.
She's Typhoid Mary.
I'm so sorry, Boros. I forgot about plagues.
Arnar.
Oh no.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I need a ranged.
What have I done?
Okay, I'm gonna
I
cast.
presume I cannot speak as of right now.
You're gasping for air between vomiting.
Is it too late? Can I like shake this evil guy off and help my friend, or is it I am now his minion for sure?
If you do not do my will, you will end up like them.
All right, fine. I'll die with my friends then. Bye. You think I need you? I don't need you. I don't need anyone.
He's like, you will do my will whether you want to or not. Spread it to your friends. Continue.
No.
Kill everyone.
No.
What are you doing, Elowyn?
I'm gonna cast. I don't want to touch, so I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
Does that cure disease?
Oh, I don't have Cure Disease. Oh wait,
it does not.
Oh,
Unless if you have cure disease or restoration.
of Lesser Restoration.
I don't know, that may do it.
That's
Yeah, that-
touch. Okay, I'm gonna risk it. I will do second the Lesser Restoration. I have to
What does that spell
touch.
do? Is
Lesser
it-
Restoration does not cure disease. It's blindness,
it's-
deafness,
blind and-
paralyzation, or poison.
Okay. All right.
See,
So
cure disease.
I don't know what
presume
to do.
This is where Boros dies.
I'm
All
so
right,
sorry. I'm
Boros,
gonna try to
as
follow
you
you.
take your last breaths, do you have anything to say before Morgian takes your soul?
No freaking way. I'm Boros. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna look at Lauren, and in between breaths, don't fall to corruption.
Hurry, Lauren, before he dies, turn into a horse and run him over. That might.
Oh my! I don't want this. This is actually
Just twist the knife.
it's okay.
Give him the quicker death.
So
Lehi's gonna
everyone
run-
watches Boros die.
I
Oh my
can't cast Spare the
God.
Dying.
He still has the disease. It's the disease that's killing him.
No.
Dear God.
None of those heroes from before had cure wound or disease,
Remove
whatever.
pair,
Oh
maybe.
They
my
didn't even want to
God.
confront the veterans.
I'm so sorry, Boros.
I don't think the caravan's going to want to be near any of you now that you're diseased.
I'm gonna run into the woods as fast as I can, as far as I can.
Gunnar, what are you doing?
I'm seeing everyone getting sick. So I'm kind of like, oh, geez, what the hell? I know Elowyn's trying to do her thing here. So I kind of just go to her and I say, hey, is there anything you can do to try to just study from what is happening here? So in other words, maybe do a medicine check and see if there's what you know a little bit more about it.
Well, I have Detect Poison and Disease. That might give some insight, but I don't think it'll help.
Yeah, that will at least will tell you what it is. And then
Well, you know it's a disease. You would have to actually study this disease at some library to determine the exact nature of it if it's been reported before. But Lauren could tell you exactly where it came from and what it is. Or Lehi
He
could.
just ran off.
Oh, right. I remember that, and I run back, and I say, "It's Morgion, that jerk."
I need to know
Oh my
proximity here.
gosh.
How close are you to them when you're telling them this?
I'm yelling distance. If I'm far away,
So, Kithris, from a distance, you hear this huge screaming kerfuffle. You see the inn on fire. At this point, the roof itself has collapsed. You hear the whinnying of horses as Garrick is bringing the horses back around the side, and the entire inn is just being consumed. Even the downpouring rain isn't putting it out. And you can see from a distance, about where your token is on the map right now, people are all standing out there just watching as this one lump is just dead on the ground and everyone's standing away from it, staring at it.
Kithris is going to run over. Hey, what's going on? He's going to push his way through. Elowyn, what's going on? Wait, is that Boros on the ground? Wait, why is he lying there? Boros, get up! Why is he not getting up? Boros!
Some sort of
Boros!
disease. She said something about Morgan.
Morgan? Does Kithris know about Morgan?
Morgion is a evil god, and most everyone knows about the gods. There's like temples and little shrines to them in most large cities, even to evil gods. He's a god
So
of
if
disease.
Kithris knows about Morgan, he's not going to go and touch Boros.
Does Kithris know anything about curing disease?
No, he does not.
I'm gonna yell, Garrick!
Unless Goodberry is able to cure disease.
Boros' ship has sailed at this point.
Jeez.
You would have to have like a cure disease and raise dead on him, which is possible. There are temples out there. Cost money, but
Isn't there a certain time limit on when you could raise dead?
yeah.
Not if you spare the dying on them.
I don't think we're close enough to any temple that would be able to pull that off.
You guys are kind of in the lesser populated area.
Garrick, you got anything?
I got nothing. I'm a ranger. Well,
I forgot.
and a thief. I've got
I
nothing.
forgot that disease could spread through touch, and that I didn't want him to
What
burn.
do you mean Morgan did this?
Oh, son.
Where's Mom? Mom!
In the forest, but
Don't.
it's not safe.
She's patient zero, buddy. Sorry about that.
All right. So as you guys are coming to the realization that Boros actually died, like in front of all you in a very horrible way, and it was a direct result of Lehi. The caravan is starting to like move a little bit closer and just sort of doing their best to console everyone, and they're like taking their hats off in the pouring rain, the freezing cold, and they just start singing one of the songs that Boros used to sing in order to raise their spirits, just doing their best to try to give back even a little bit. People are crying. People are choking through the song as the inn is just going up and the fire catches Boros's clothes and starts burning him up. Everyone has to back away as the explosions from the inn hits the other bar, the private bar area, and dwarven spirits are ignited and explode out. And you're actually warmed by this devastation and the sadness, but the community itself is actually warming you a little bit as well through this tragedy. And that's where we're going to leave this episode. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you guys had some fun. I know sometimes it's role-playing more than combat, and, I appreciate you hanging around for even those times. That's going to wrap up session 15 of our Dungeons & Dragons 2024 Tyranny of Dragons actual play. Huge thanks to the players for making this a wild session. What do you think of the adventure thus far? Drop us a comment below or email me at info@dealsaga.com. I'd love to hear from you. I'd like to take a moment and remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, ring the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, and click the like button. This all goes to help other Dragonlance fans learn about this channel and its content. Thank you to creator patron Aaron Hardy and developer patron Chris Androu. This channel is all about celebrating the wonderful world of DragonLance Saga. Thank you so much for joining in that celebration. So, for everyone here, my name is Adam with DragonLance Saga, and until next time, Slán Javar.